welcome to a very special Fandom Power live stream event. Whether you're hanging out with us live in the chat tonight or catching the replay later on, we are incredibly excited to have you here with us. Tonight, we are diving deep into one of the most enduring, wildly imaginative properties in pop culture history, Masters of the Universe. Think about where this franchise started. In 1982, it was just a line of chunky action figures designed to capture the ultimate battle between good and evil. It completely defied the odds by blending sci-fi technology with high sorcery, giving us a world where laser cannons and magic swords clashed on the exact same battlefield. And from those plastic roots, it exploded. We got the iconic 1983 Filmation animated series that defined an entire generation, followed by the cult classic 1987 live-action movie. But Eternia didn't stop there. The franchise kept reinventing itself. In 2002, the Mike Young production series came along, giving us a masterclass in modern world building, deeper lore, and an unforgettable anime-inspired style. Fast forward to the 2020s, and Kevin Smith took us back to the classic timeline, pushing the narrative boundaries, raising the stakes, and fueling massive, passionate fan debates across the internet. Through every iteration, the heart of this universe has survived. Eternia isn't just a setting. For many of us, it is a foundational piece of our fandom. But tonight, we aren't just looking back, we're looking forward. After years in development limbo, rumors and false starts, He-Man is finally back on the big screen, brought to life under the visionary direction of Travis Knight. The buzz is real, the expectations are sky high, and the fandom has plenty to say about this new cinematic era. Now, I'm joined tonight by a fantastic panel of friends and fellow Eternian scholars. We're going to break down the visuals, the lore changes, the performances, and decide whether this new film truly has the power, or if it belongs in the dungeons of Snake Mountain. So grab your power swords, drop your thoughts in the live chat right now, and let's get into it. Panel, welcome! Of course, I have Andy here with me tonight, and let's give it up for our friend Nate, the Retro Tinker. We've got Phil from Treasures for Trigger.
Konnichiwa.
Zazel and Gaz of Zaz and Gaz Shoot the Shit fame. Super happy to have everybody here tonight. I know we talked about this a few weeks ago when the movie was about to premiere, and I had asked sort of casually, anybody want to talk Motu when this thing comes out? And there was a lot of like, okay. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I have the first question for you. Just off the top of your heads, we'll just go around the room. What is your immediate knee-jerk reaction to the movie you saw? Andy, you want to go first?
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, all right. Gaz, what about you?
Well, sad to say this, but as the most person here that's probably not as much as a Motu fan as the rest of you, I absolutely thought the movie was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
That's awesome. Zazel, what about you, sir?
Full disclosure, I like the movie very much. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. But there's one moment, which we'll get to as we get into the movie, which I think is unforgivable for a Masters of the Universe movie. But I got to go check it out with my wife, and we both thought we heard at least 4 F-bombs, but we could have just got the Aussie version of it.
Nice. Last but not least, Phil, what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was great. I'm probably the last one that went and I saw it a couple of days ago with my 10-year-old daughter, and we came out of the cinema. We both gave it a big 10 out of 10. So yeah, it was great just to share something with her that, you know, something from my fandom from when I was a young kid, and it was a bunch of fun. I think if we dissect it too much, it's not a perfect movie, but it was definitely a fun way to spend a couple of hours for sure.
I will agree with you on that. Andy and I saw it together. Mm-hmm. I've seen it twice. Have you seen it?
I have not seen it a second time, but I intend to.
I saw it twice. The first time Andy and I saw it together, there was at least, and for those of you who saw it with children, that reminded me, there was at least one kid behind us that I would say was under 10 laughed at every joke, and this kid was like vocally yelling at the screen. Something would happen and he would say, "I love Fisto," or "I love He-Man," and I'm as much as it's annoying when people are talking during a movie, to hear this kid under 10 react the same way that I feel that I would have reacted at that age, just it made me smile. And I knew I was going to see this movie more than once, but that solidified it for me. I need to see this movie again, because that's how we get them to make more of these. Yeah. Go and see it. So yes, go see it. I loved it.
What about you, Nate?
I also had someone yelling in the theater, but he was in his 50s and possibly drunk.
Oh no! So you sure I wasn't there?
It was actually quite annoying.
Oh no!
Just because, and he was like swearing and carrying on, and I knew that would happen.
Yeah. How terrible is that?
Sometimes that makes it good.
This time,
yeah, maybe that was all the F-bombs I was hearing, was some drunk guy in the corner.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't hear too much of that. Now, I will say this. Did you guys notice any walkouts at your theaters?
No.
Just to go get more popcorn.
We did. We had one.
Did we have one?
Yeah, on our second viewing, Kim and I, a couple got up and left.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. And they were younger than us, but they were adults.
Maybe they were just in the wrong movie theater. That they thought they were seeing something else. That happened to me when I went to
After an hour, they realized they're in the wrong theater.
Oops.
That happened to me when we went to see...
this is the back rooms.
Yeah, we went to see the last Mission Impossible movie.
Sure.
The one that just came out. They told us what theater it was, and we sat down, and we're just chilling. We get there early, so you see all like the free commercials and stuff. And I'm just sitting there, I'm eating my popcorn, I'm looking around, I'm noticing like families walking in with like little kids and stuff, and I'm like, you're bringing your kid to see Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
This family's sitting behind us, and I'm like, I think there's something wrong. After like 15 minutes, I think there's something wrong. I think my friend gets up to go find out if we're in the right theater, comes back and says, "No, it's over." And all the other
Sure.
I look back and I said, "Well, I guess you guys are here to see Mission Impossible, huh?" Anyway.
I thought you said Minions Impossible.
Indians, that's funny.
No surprise for anybody who's watching. If you are just tuning in tonight, we are talking Masters of the Universe, the new live-action movie from Travis Knight. That is our director of Bumblebee, by the way. Mm-hmm. This is going to be full spoiler, so if you don't want to be spoiled, if you have not seen the movie yet, turn the live stream off, come back after you've seen the movie, and drop your comments in the live chat. Let's talk about the plot, because I feel like... Oh, wait, we got our first comment coming in. What do we got going here? It looks like it's Jojo over on YouTube says, "Hey everyone, I didn't grow up with Motu, and after seeing the 87 movie, I was really skeptical with this one, but I loved it. There was definitely way more to like than dislike."
True.
Wait, they didn't like the original movie? That thing is great. I genuinely love that movie.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, the 87 movie. So yeah. We had a conversation, because I took my gaming group with us to go see this movie. We all stood around in the lobby afterwards, and that was one of the comments that came up, was liked it better than the 87 movie. Anybody else share that sentiment?
I like it as much as the 87 movie.
As much as. That's fair.
I love the 87.
I like the callback to the movie, but I enjoy them both for different reasons. I think this one obviously is more geared towards the Filmation cartoon, whereas the movie itself maybe lent itself more to, and not exactly, but more to the comic and that history than this one did.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one far more than I'm not a fan of the 87 movie at all.
Don't say that,
it was
Phil.
the 80.
I appreciate
it was the
87.
Honesty. It was the 87 movie that actually killed my love for Motu as a kid. So I think that's part of the fact that why I love this movie so much is that now finally I have a Motu movie that I can enjoy watching every couple of years, and thank God.
I kind of feel that way about the Kevin Smith stuff. Like if I just binge watch the entire Kevin Smith series, it's like that's the movie that I that would have been amazing, right? As a movie. But hey, that's okay. That's all right. Plot wise, there was a lot of concern going to this that it's going to be on Earth.
Too much
again.
Earth.
Too much Earth. Did you guys feel there was too much Earth in this?
No, not at all.
Not too much, thankfully. Thankfully, not too much. But
they managed to make a bit on, like, the bit that was on Earth was kind of well put in. There was a decent reason for it. It wasn't just we're going to Earth because of a mysterious portal. Like,
Yeah.
I read something today that there's a young adult novelization that explains, there's like one line in the book that says that Adam was adopted by a nice family and then he got to like have a good family and went to college. Because that was the biggest thing for me, was like he crashed in a lake in Oklahoma,
Something like that.
and the next thing you know, he's working in the HR department at some company that he hates.
Time just.
Well, if we actually explain that bit, we would be complaining that there's too much Earth on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they did it fine. I think it's like, hey, I got adopted. Now I'm working here and I'm looking for a sword. You know what I mean? It's like they explain that plot on Earth pretty quickly, right? Pretty easily. And I kind of just looked at that and went, okay, so I understand why he went there, obviously, because of
course,
what happened at the beginning. And I thought it was okay.
I think if they dive in too much on the adoption thing, you're running too close parallel to Superman. Oh, look, alien crash lands on Earth, gets raised.
It's true, though. I mean, clearly the movie does have its inspirational sources, and I don't think it's unfair to say that Superman Masters parallels that on some level.
Yeah.
I don't think that's unfair.
I mean, source material, though, Marlena is the alien that crashes on Eternia, right?
That's true, yeah.
So his mum is obviously from Earth. We know that as fans. But I think that if you took out the Earth side, it would actually have no impact on any of the movie. Him being in Earth doesn't change anything.
No.
Except for, I mean, it definitely didn't improve him as a person. I think that he maintained his because he as a child he didn't have a lot of confidence, and as he grew up he never really found that confidence. It wasn't until he comes back to Eternia that he sort of builds up his confidence. So if you take out that Earth stuff, there's no real change. There's no real impact of being on Earth, other than that there was, he had to find, and if you can tell me I'm wrong, Andy. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Because on Eternia, like, we go back to Eternia and Fisto is there, and what was the one thing, like, there's so much that is foreign to them because they're such a warring society.
What, the Eternians?
Yes. It's like battle, you stand up, you battle against evil, and that's good.
Oh,
but
I get it.
On Earth, he learns about empathy and all the caring, and, you don't have to fight all the time.
All of the things that makes him a different champion than the previous champions.
Ones. Yeah. Yes.
That empathy and
I don't agree with that, Andy. I understand that that's your takeaway, and I respect that. But I think that he had that empathy as a child, and he had those deep feelings of connection. I don't think him working in HR improved any of that, other than giving us a few scenes where it's like, we can, instead of having a war talk, we can have a people talk. But I mean, you could do that in many different ways. I guess that's the one way that they did it in the movie. Look, I want to get this out of the way now so that I can enjoy the rest of the conversation. I gave this movie
let's do it.
I gave this movie an 8 out of 10, which I think was just marginally higher than what I gave The Mandalorian, which I gave a 7.
Sure.
But there's just one thing, and I feel like if I get it out now, then we can just scrap it off the board, and then I won't have to be thinking about it.
Listen, if you're gonna have if you're gonna drop your rage moment, I'm going right after you because I have one too.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I just think one of the most unforgivable things in the movie that should not have happened, and took me right out, and I was like, oh, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
Is that He-Man kills his own father, whether he did it intentionally or not. That's what he did, and he did it. He did it with rage. Like he was angry at Skeletor, let out his rage and killed his father. Then, as his father is laying dying, his father absolutely bullshits to him and says, "I never wanted you to be stronger or anything like that." That's not true, King Randor. We just saw what happened.
We saw it. We all saw it.
He wanted to do.
We all saw
love.
what you did to the poor boy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even give him the time of day to turn around and give him any encouragement. Just was like, you're not so great. And then after he kills his dad, and after his dad lies to him on his dying breath, he sits with Man-at-Arms for about 2 minutes sad before they start chuckling about the whole situation that they're in. And for me, that's too much. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't service the story at all. Now that I'm done with that little rant, I'll be able to enjoy this conversation.
So I appreciate that. I appreciate the rant. You know, we have these conversations. Andy and I have them a lot, and usually Hank is with us. And Hank and I tend to be sometimes we're polar opposite. But I'm always the one to bring up the this movie wasn't made for us as much as it was made for us. This movie was made to make money, and so the suits have to have their finger on it. And so I always question, was this an editing issue? Was this two different drafts of the script and different versions getting, stitched together? Could that have been done better? I asked those technical questions.
Well, you had mentioned one interview when Travis Knight had come along, and when Netflix was still in thing.
Yeah.
And he picked up the script, and it said Skeletor wears a golden mask.
No.
And he's like, no. He's got a skull for a face. And I think having that level of dedication really paid off.
No, for sure it did. I don't disagree with you, Zazel, on those points. I think I said it was a hot take on Randor that we'd never seen before. That I hate to say it, it's kind of like how I feel about the Hal Jordan that we're getting in this new Lantern series. He's a bit of a dick. That's not the dad that I expected. I didn't expect the foppish king from Filmation. I didn't necessarily expect the Warrior King from the Mike Young series either, but the way they presented him visually was this is a nice blend of Filmation and Warrior guy. And he was that way, but man, he was a dick to his only child.
Well, he's representing him in the arena, right?
That's true. But I look at the actor who played him.
Yeah.
My
There is another.
my rage moment.
I guess so. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Nate. You go ahead.
I was just going to say that I guess that Randor is kind of a reflection of that society of warriors that that we are presented with, where there's no room for softness. And I guess from Randor's perspective, you would be worried. A soft-hearted young boy who's one day going to be king, getting kicked around by the kids that he's got to one day rule over. It
would have been infinitely better if he sacrificed himself.
That would have been better if he. Yeah, that would have been a better moment. In his warrior mind, he had to be hard on his son to try and make him tougher because he's got to rule over these people one day who are literally pushing him into lockers.
It does give us the mirror that Adam looks into, the father or the son becomes the father sort of moment where don't be like your dad, and it makes Adam's, I guess, his emotional journey that much more complete by the end of the movie. That I'm not the dick that my dad was.
At the same time, I'm a little bit more forgiving for the moment.
Are you?
Because let's face it, he literally just turned into He-Man.
That's true.
And he was still messing around, learning his power limits and whatnot, and he was pushing back against the spell from Evil Lyn. So it's how hard do I have to push to get out of here and save my dad? And oops, he pushed too hard.
Yeah, he pushed way too hard. The one rage, and I mean rage. Imagine this: you're in the dark theater. You got the 10-year-old behind me who's loving every moment of the movie. We're all having a good time. I've been grinning ear to ear like a Cheshire cat because the whole thing is quite charming. And then you, pardon my language, you break the fucking power sword? I literally turned to my wife and I said, "That's fucking bullshit. That doesn't happen." And she just didn't know what to say when she looked at me. And I was so angry. It was all I could do not to say something that I shouldn't have said. Anyway, that's my moment.
What did you say? Did you break
but you knew it was gonna get. You knew it was gonna get fixed. It's just the Monty Python thing.
I mean,
I'm not quite yet.
It's true. It's true. I guess not having experienced that in another form of media did not prepare me for that.
But at the same time, I can see why you're angry about that. But at the same time, it also just says that Adam was the.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
He's the best.
I'm totally okay with that.
That was just a symbol for it. Which when Skeletor raised it, and nothing happened. That answers why nothing happened, because it's not the sword; it's him.
Oh no, I totally get that.
That's what I loved about the animated series by what's his name, Kevin Smith. The fact that it was He-Man was the power.
I enjoyed that too.
Not without the sword, he's just like the Hulk, right?
Right.
So he could hold up. He could hold aloft a mighty flower and have the same thing happen.
His dirty.
If they had him split the sword down the middle and then each of them got a half of the power sword,
I thought that's what they were going for.
That would have been mind blowing, and I would have like erupted at that. That would have been like chef's kiss, perfect for me. Love that.
It had their intended effect on me though. I just saw the power sword break and it was just like, oh damn!
Well, that's it. Like you're so like, what just happened? But apparently, the power of Grayskull can be shrugged off by the power of Grayskull. Mm-hmm. You can circumvent death with the power of Grayskull, which is okay, I guess.
Well, he's got the magic in him.
That is true. Do you want to take a look at some of these slides and go through them? Maybe we can talk a little bit about. Let's look at our
played
cast.
What and
how
they managed.
Let's go through the cast, because I had some issues with a couple of the performances early on, but my second viewing of the movie, I completely reconciled what I felt about them, and the things that I didn't like the first time around didn't bother me as much.
Okay.
First of all, we got Nicholas Galitzine up here. That's our He-Man. If you're not familiar with his other work, he played Prince Henry in the 2023 Red, White, and Royal Blue. Also appeared as a character named... Pardon me, played Hayes in The Idea of You in 2024, and The Sheep Detectives as Elliot Matthews,
which is in theaters right
now. Kim saw him in the Prince Henry thing, and she's like, "Oh my God, he got jacked for this." What did you all think of Nicholas Galatzine's performance?
I was quite happy with it.
I think he did well.
Convincingly.
Yeah, I like that they put the cross on his armor and not the H symbol. Well, I wouldn't have really minded if it was the H symbol, but that's how I envision He-Man with the cross. Mm. And it looks good. And there's a few loincloth jokes, but not too many.
Mm-hmm. I have to say the costume. Mm-hmm. I'm very happy with the costume. It's Gladiator-esque, but yet instantly recognizable. As He-Man. It's a great costume.
Fur is murder, so.
That's true.
Fur is murder?
No furry loincloth.
What the hell is leather then?
Yeah, cow. That's food. He's wearing food right now.
Fur is
leather
murder.
Is cover. Fur is murder.
Is that leather? No, it's leather.
Yeah, that's right, Nate.
This was the most nervous thing I was. I'm not familiar with this actor at all before this movie.
No,
so
neither was I.
No.
Seeing him in the posters, I was like, "Oh God, is this going to be my new He-Man?" So that was the thing I was most anxious about before the movie started. But I think he nailed it, especially with the role of Adam, with the facial expressions and just the goofiness of him. I think he was perfect. He was probably the highlight for me anyway of the movie.
I think going into it, one thing that was kind of concerning was the Barbie special edition He-Man.
Oh yeah,
and that's even smaller because it is based on a Ken doll, right?
Yeah. That was a big concern, for a lot of people, that he wasn't big enough.
Yeah,
people didn't think he was big enough, but yet I was convinced.
During the transformation, it's like, okay, I get it.
He wasn't cut
big
like Dolph Lundgren was. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't broad shoulder like Dolph Lundgren was. I think Dolph Lundgren to me is that's like live action He-Man, right? When you see him as He-Man, right? I think we all agree on that, right? You might not like the movie, but you got to admit, Dolph was like...
He was a good-looking He-Man.
That's right, he was.
In what was it, The Secret of Grayskull, the indie film?
Yeah.
Where they had Brian Cage playing He-Man? And that dude is ripped as shit.
He looked great. Let you in a little secret. This movie's been had been in development for so long, and names had been attached and unattached. We just talked about how Noah Centineo went on the Tonight Show and said, I'm playing He-Man, and then that didn't happen.
Yeah, he went off to be Adam Smasher on Black Adam.
I was secretly hoping that Kellen Lutz from Twilight was going to get this. He did that Hercules movie. Have you seen his Hercules?
No,
it's good.
Yeah.
He was definitely a good-looking dude. Like, he could totally be He-Man. I don't know if he could be Adam, but he could definitely be He-Man.
You didn't want it to be The Rock.
No.
I have the power, Jabroni.
I bet you some executive floated The Rock.
Oh, yeah. You know somebody did.
Yeah.
Soda Jerk Classic on YouTube chiming in. Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Says Nicholas Galitzine did a fantastic job when he was serious. He was awesome when he was jovial. He was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's see who's next here on our list of peoples.
Duncan.
Well, there he is. Idris Elba as Duncan. Dare I say, one of the scene stealers of this movie.
Easily.
Yeah.
Idris Elba. What a great performance.
Well, Josh has entered the
Yeah, I liked him.
Welcome,
I liked
Josh.
him as both Man-at-Arms and Stinkor.
It's so true.
I just feel like the thing in the front there should be more pronounced. Like, I know it's very compact disposal of it, but I like his armor is one of my favorite types of armor for He-Man. And I just feel like that, whatever that is that's underneath the chin, I just felt like should have been just a little bit bigger.
Or maybe even like something to raise up.
A little more pronounced.
Well, I always
when
you see it on the toy, it should be something that looks like does something that comes up over his face.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it. It's based on actual armor. There's a name for it. I can't tell you what it is because I don't have the memory for it.
Mask?
Is it? Yeah, that's the one. When he expands the mace when that comes out, he almost had like a RoboCop sort of ability about him where he could pull weapons out of places. It was pretty cool.
The pistol right out of his leg armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
And the hidden alcohol within his armor, that was great too.
I should start taking notes.
The same hidden alcohol thing with her work uniform too.
I'm going to start taking notes here because now that's two we've had. We've had the Superman reference, so that's one.
Yeah.
And we just had RoboCop. That's two.
Yeah.
How many other film influences are we going to pull out of this one tonight?
Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, there's Highlander.
In English or Japanese?
Well,
I can give you one
you
right
call
off
it
the
as
bat.
you see it.
Dude, I got like total Flash Gordon vibes watching this. Has to do with the music.
Absolutely, the music just blew me away.
I'm like, are we on Mongo right now? What's going on here?
As soon as you guys all heard the track Eternia, it was released a couple of weeks before the movie with a little behind the scenes video with Brian May laying down the guitar track. And as soon as they said that Brian May was in this, and we'd seen the first trailers, I instantly said, if this thing looks even remotely like Flash Gordon, I'm gonna love this. Flash Gordon is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. So I'm with you on that. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm gonna put
the first thing I said in the comments was, "Gaz, you're gonna love this soundtrack." Phil, sorry, you might not have heard me through the sound of it all, but I was just wondering, when you went to see the movie, did you guys watch it in English or Japanese?
We watched it in English, of course, with Japanese. The Japanese dub version is already it doesn't screen anymore, so it's not popular in Japan at all. So basically, the Japanese version lasted a week over here.
Wow!
And now the English version is down to one screening a day. So when we went, there were three people in the cinema. It was me and Leona and one other elderly lady in the back row.
That's that whole line of question brings up an interesting thought because Andy and I talked about this.
Yeah, because
locally in our area, our megaplex, the multi-screen cinema that we go to, has what I call the good screen, and it has one.
The AVX theater.
What a horrible time for this movie to come out, where it's competing for screen time against things like The Mandalorian and Grogu. And then, what was the big horror movie that just came out?
Backrooms.
which is doing really well. So, like, our movie theater, on top of it being post-COVID, where nobody's going to the movies anymore, apparently, it didn't get the good screen. So I think that it kind of hurt it locally in our markets.
And I do wonder if that's like a Disney thing, right? Because like they've got the push to say, okay, you're putting Mando on the big screen for its duration.
And yet it got an IMAX version as well. Did anybody see it in IMAX?
We saw it in a country town that has one cinema, and we were lucky that we were even playing it, to be honest. It's we made a maybe 5-hour trip to go see it.
Wow.
And the theater itself wasn't packed, but I think there were maybe 8 people total that were in there. And one of the group of people that came in were two women, probably about our age. 2 women had come in to sit down and watch Masters of the Universe, which we thought was great. But it goes to show that there were... we know that He-Man was cancelled, the toy line pushed out, because the ladies of Mattel are like, we need to have a girl show with girl toys.
Oh, yeah.
But this just proves that, both men and women were into He-Man, and I always thought the Masters of the Universe was very female-friendly.
Mm-hmm. It had strong female characters, right?
I don't remember the number. That was talked about, the vintage line. Something like, it was a large percentage of the toys were apparently for girls. Like, girls made up a major percentage of what kept the brand alive.
Yeah. And, like, even as a kid, though, right? Like, I might not have gone after the She-Ra dolls and whatnot, but I was going after the Horde for sure.
Well, it helped. The Horde figures were packaged in Motu packaging.
Yeah.
And the princesses were packaged in She-Ra packaging.
Yeah.
I don't know if that made a difference to you, but...
No.
It didn't really make a difference to me either, but... What do we got going? Here we go. We got Idris Elba's performance was fine, but this was not Man-at-Arms Duncan for me. I did not like that Duncan became a drunk and was not in touch with his feelings. This portrayal of Duncan left me cold. Oh. Duncan as a broken man.
Yeah. I mean,
Kevin Smith did the same thing with him, though, right?
Yeah, Man-at-Arms to Man of War or Man of War.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he did, didn't he?
And I think that's going to be part of Adam's journey. It is bringing this culture from Earth of being in touch with your feelings of it. Like,
the student becomes the master.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, if I got my ass beaten by Trapjaw,
Man-at-Arms starts to process his feelings and starts to forgive himself. So I think that's kind of the point that they were making with that. I was surprised that he was a drunk. I did not expect to see that of Man-at-Arms, but
no,
I didn't expect it either.
But it's a character arc. It's a hurdle for him to overcome, rather than having him fail and then just go, I failed, but I'm still awesome.
Yeah, Zazel, you had a point?
I just think that there's too much time that happens on Earth, right, between when Adam is a child to when he comes back as an adult, where Man-at-Arms, if he, because of his defeat by Trapjaw, which I think that rivalry, while unexpected, was badass, but I think that there's a lot of time in there that if he became a drunk because of what happened and also because of Eternia falling while he was there to protect them, I just feel like making him a drunk for that extended amount of time would probably have way more effect on that man's body than him just being able to go, you know what, I'm not going to drink for a minute. And put the armor on and be all right.
I'm back in the saddle, everybody.
Drunk, like, for the whole time, though. That's the thing. This might have been him. Like, might just be happening as Duncan's hitting his rock bottom. Like, they've been fighting for 20-odd years.
What's the line that he says to Tila? Better her think of me as a drunk that's worth saving than a failure who's not?
Yeah, I think so.
How much of the drunkenness was an act? And certainly not all of it was, because, I mean, he was physically sick in the movie, so... Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to remember, from that day forward, they were running. Like, there was no peace from the day Adam left until the day he came back, right?
No, you're right. This is a great point. Soda Jerk says, this is the same man-at-arms that adopted Tila from the Sorceress. Come on, mates. Why would the Sorceress ever entrust someone who could not cope with their own feelings?
Because Tila was a strong woman.
Well, she was a child, though.
Yeah, but the Sorceress would see the future.
I mean,
She knows what's up. That's why she sent him to Earth.
Let's give this guy a break here for a second. He was man-at-arms, protector of the king's family.
Yeah.
Right? And pretty much leader of all the military forces. And he got beat by Trapjaw. Skeletor defeated them all. Give this guy a break, all right? I'm not going to say that the minute that Adam teleported to Earth and they were defeated and he jumped out, he saved Tila's life and stuff. He started drinking at that moment. No, I'm sure that he tried to fight on, but I mean, at some point, even the strongest and bravest of the brave are going to give up hope when there's no hope. And I think the whole purpose of He-Man is that hope, and that hope wasn't there.
Yeah,
there is that whole.
It was like Mongo.
Yeah.
Ruling over everybody, and people are just they're giving up by just surrendering to Skeletor and saying, yeah, sure.
You make a good point, Gaz, and this is one of the criticisms I've seen since the movie came out was this 15-year absence of Adams and how he comes back to this world that's been devastated. And people are just taking it as rote that, the entire attorney and the royal retinue have been in prison for 15 years. It doesn't say that.
No, they got picked up as they got caught.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they were taken prisoner that night.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, there could have been this prolonged fight. And I believe that. I mean, you didn't destroy the city overnight.
If the sorceress can see in the future and give Adam the power sword because she knew that he would be the power, well, then there's an argument to be had that Tila was given to Man-at-Arms and Man-at-Arms was given to Tila for, maybe he needed her as much as she needed him.
Oh, yeah.
And he did train her, right? She got the training she needed to become his successor.
Yeah,
but
again,
I mean, it just shows you the importance of Adam and He-Man being the glue that keeps it all together.
Yes.
Without that symbol, they don't have as much hope as they did. I mean, they'll fight, but they can't pull it together because he's the one thing that they need.
Sure.
Without him there, go ahead, Nate.
Did they actually mention in the movie that Tila was adopted by Man-at-Arms?
No.
No, so as far as anyone knows, she's his actual daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a much easier thing to accept adoption based on skin color, but...
Yeah. It doesn't mean that it's...
But no, but she does reference him as her father, right? So
That's true. That's true. Speaking of Tila,
I love the story arc of Man-at-Arms in the movie.
It
was just another sub. It wasn't all about He-Man and Prince Adam. It just gave us something else to follow and another guy to back in the movie. So it wasn't something that I was expecting at all going into it. So I thought it was a nice little twist.
I definitely
even the strongest people can struggle as well.
Oh, for sure they can.
And
it was very relatable. Yeah.
When Adam tells him, got to get up and fight, it's kind of a full circle moment,
reversal,
right? Because he's like, now's your chance to stand tall.
A wise guy once told me.
Yeah.
I totally buy Idris Elba as an action hero, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a big Man-at-Arms guy. He's one of my favorite characters. So I went in with expectations, and I think he did a great job.
Agreed. Soda Jerk follows that up to say that Tila being the sorceress's daughter has got to be canon, in my opinion. I feel like all of the visual media that I shouldn't say the 87 movie doesn't really touch it, but the Filmation show did, the Mike Young show touched on it. The Kevin Smith
really does.
Yeah, full circle there.
Yeah.
I like that part of it. I do like that aspect.
I like the fact that she's just Man-at-Arms' daughter.
Yeah. There she is. It's Tila, played by Camila Mendez. Camila Mendez, probably most famous for her portrayal of Veronica Lodge on Riverdale from 2017-2023. Also played Anna in Upgraded 2 years ago, and Drea from Do Revenge back in 2022.
I'm familiar with zero of any of that.
Archie Comics, right?
Yeah.
Well, Riverdale is the WB's live-action version of Archie, right?
I don't know anything about that.
I just haven't seen it. I heard it was okay.
It's like
That's
Archie
cool.
turned into 90210. With some Melrose Place.
Nice.
Jughead wear that crown thing?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Oh, man. All right.
Again, I want to talk a little bit about Tila. We've already started with talking about Man at Arms, but one thing, this is going to come up a few times tonight. Marketing really didn't do any favors for this movie, showing us all the looks ahead of time. Not only did it generate excitement, but it also generated criticism, whether they were founded or not. One of the criticisms was Tila's modern outfit. Anybody have a
I was
problem
fine with it.
Anybody have a problem with it?
Fine with it.
It was fun to see the original at the end of the movie.
Yes.
It was fun to see that. But
Yeah.
you definitely... She couldn't have been running around in that while fighting a war.
No.
So I understood the change. But it's, it's got essences of the...
It's all there. Like,
Got the color, yeah.
it's evocative.
People really want the original, that she'd have to have a snake helmet.
Oh, no. Yeah. The serpent staff.
Yeah.
The shield.
The bib.
Yeah, bib.
The serpent bib.
Yeah, she was my daughter's favorite character in the movie, so that's all I needed to hear. So
Oh, that's
if
fantastic.
it gets the young girls excited, and if it gets a 10-year-old girl excited and pumped about Master of the Universe, it's all good in my book. So I thought she was fine.
I love that it's...
It's important for young girls to know that you can kick ass.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
I like that they don't put an emphasis on the fact that she's a female, right? She's like, she can do it because she can do it. And that's, I think, what, when growing up, that's what we liked about Ripley and Sarah Connor, is that, it's not, I'm a strong woman. It's just like they're doing what they have to do to get it done.
Exactly.
But I think what I could have done without, and I understand why they do it, but I could have done without the awkward non-start on a romance between them, where he's like going in for a kiss. It's like,
And she's like, whoa, you're my brother.
Yeah. I didn't take it that way.
Well,
I didn't take it that way. I took it as there's a spark.
there is a spark.
There's a spark between both of them, but she's just as
I think-
awkward about it as he is.
I think she's smart enough to know that I'm not going to just jump into bed with him for a trauma
Well,
bond.
that's-
We're going to actually play it out because you've been back for 2 days.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Give them some
right.
time to get to know each other again.
I feel like a lot of these, and these I feel are minor complaints, but they definitely come down to the movie's already, 2.5 hours long? We can't afford to
Jam
give
that
it
in
more
there,
time.
too?
Yeah.
Guys, come on, man. You know he had a crush on her when he was a kid.
Of
Of
course
course.
he did.
He
Of
was
course he
wasting
did.
15 years. And he made her made-up name he made up for her was the Goddess Warrior.
Yeah.
He clearly had a crush on her. When he saw her, he's
That's
like,
true. That's true.
There for 15 years, he's been thinking about her. Of course, he's going in for the kiss.
Now, guys, you brought it up. You brought
We all
it
had
up,
plenty of goddess warriors when we were growing up, right?
My kindergarten teacher was the first one. You brought it up that Adam had names for everybody. Now, I like that. To me, it makes perfect sense, and I have no problem with it. I know some people were really complaining about the way that the names were assigned to the characters, but
From a 10-year-old perspective,
as Adam's way
perfect.
to remember these people from his childhood, it made perfect sense to me. Of course, that's what you call them.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yep. And I love how I love that part, and it sort of helps establish the Eternia that we know from the original cartoon.
Right.
It's like this ridiculous place where everyone goes by these silly names. Well, it just turns out that they're nicknames that Adam's given them because he's a bit of a goofball. and so, but he's also the hero of Eternia, so everyone just kind of rolls with it.
I found myself thinking about the Kevin Smith show when I was watching this because it was such a contrast. They make a point in that show to use their real names when they're talking about Fisto and Clampchamp. Adam calls them by their actual names. And I thought, if we get a sequel to this down the road, they could do that. We've established that that's how he named them, but now they can just use their real names going forward.
I mean,
they probably won't.
Going forward, even at the end, they're like, oh, he's going off to do his thing, like we know he's doing. But now it's become like a codename thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, codename G.I. Joe.
That's true. That's true.
Can I just say for a minute?
Oh, write it down. Write Jojo on the list.
Can I just say for a minute? That scene where they all just put their hands on their hips and they lean back and start laughing.
The laugh.
Yeah,
I started dying. I was like, oh, that's just classic. That's awesome.
Just catching up with the comments. Jojo says that I liked his performance. I think we're talking about Idris Elba here. What does one do when their purpose is gone? He found a bad coping mechanism. Adam helps him follow his words about getting up.
Yeah.
True on that. Yeah, Camila Mendes, pleasantly surprised with her performance. Really, though, the real pleasant surprise for me is our next one, because at first I was baffled.
He's like, why?
That Kristen Wiig was going to voice Roboto, and by the time the movie was over, I'm like, oh man, they got to rebuild her.
Yep.
And not just because it's Roboto, but because I liked the characterization that she brought to the character.
It was an accident.
You know, I mean, as funny as she is, she's had a couple of roles where she's got to dip into some stuff that's a little bit more dramatic. I know it's a funny movie, but her role in Paul, I thought she got to lean in a little bit more to than just ha ha ha. Well, this was great.
The thing I heard about when they named her as Roboto, it was, this is the comic relief. And I think the reference was like Dot from like Spaceballs, right?
Oh,
Joan
yeah.
And I didn't think at all. Like, I think that it was like that dry humor. It wasn't hysterical humor. It was just like, stop trying to kill me. It was an accident.
You're right.
Right? And it was a serious character.
Rivalry with Mr. Arms was worthwhile to have. Yeah. And I wonder if that dynamic would have been as impactful if it was a male comedian, or whether or not that slight. I mean, it's impossible. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, to be romantically involved with the Roboto, I don't know. Anything. He's
ask
got enough alcohol. Maybe anything can happen.
Ask the internet. I'm sure there's pictures already.
But at the same time, making it a female Roboto, and then the whole stereotype thing, like, oh, yeah, she's just a maid.
The maid
bot
droid,
now. No, give her back her armor, because that's one of the most lethal warriors out there.
Right.
One of the things about this character, again, going back into the marketing, was the look that they gave the character was a bit of a departure from the night visored, twist at the waist, spinning gear toy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the head was a little bit more evocative of the 2002 series, but overall, it was pretty cool.
For me, it's got a little bit of a Hulkbuster vibe.
Kinda.
And that thing kicks ass. So.
Yeah, kinda.
I like the overall look of that Roboto. It's great.
I would have loved to have seen the rebuilt version with the exposed gears a little bit more, but the fact that we got it, that was enough to go, okay.
So that's where we're going to get the sequel.
Yeah. Hopefully there's a sequel.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying earlier. This movie kind of sets up the Eternia that we know.
Yeah.
More so.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And we do have like an entire slew of villains and stuff that we haven't even encountered yet. So.
Oh, and heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know what the count is. I don't have time to count all the things on my shelves. But like the character count in Motu is what? It's a couple hundred.
Yeah.
A couple hundred, and I don't even know if that's included.
We only got like other than the main cast, we only got like 3 main heroes.
17 total.
No, 3.
Oh, did you count?
Well, there's posters.
Oh, okay. Well, that's your crazy memory kicking in right there. Yeah, I mean, tons and tons of He-Man adjacent characters to get to.
There's so many Easter eggs of like people that we didn't get to see too, right?
That is true.
And it's just like, yep, they're here.
Everybody saw the 1987 movie. I don't mean Dolph Lundgren's cameo. Everybody saw the 87 movie sword in the hands of one of those giant statues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the credits, Wildor.
Wildor, that's right. Yes.
Wildor. Yeah, with a guitar.
Aren't you guys a bit nervous that they've tried to set it up a bit too much though? Because if this movie is bombing at the box office and they don't bring out a sequel, then one thing I was a bit gutted about was the fact that Battle Cat didn't really come into action till right at the very end. I thought there was a lot of room that he could have had the armor on a lot earlier, and I think we were both a bit disappointed that happened right at the end. So I think they've taken a bit of a risk to leave everything. Let's wait till the next movie to see all of these awesome characters. When will there be another one? I hope there is. I hope there is. But it's a risky move.
Phil, you talk about Battlecat not showing up until the end, and I'm with you on that. Marketing really did a disservice to this character. The toy is completely not screen accurate in any way.
I would dare say that the toy is like detail redacted. It's got the same form, but the detail is just not there.
This makes me think about, we're talking about different versions of script, and maybe some things were shot one way and other things were shot another way. Clearly, we're all toy people here, so when you know the cycle to develop a toy, how far in advance that has to happen, clearly the version that they sent to Mattel is not what we got on screen. I don't believe that was
we do have a side-by-side comparison.
Oh, we do.
The
toy. That was the first thing I noticed. Those the sides of the face. There's just literally
square.
No detail.
Yeah, nothing.
They're just flat plates.
Yeah. Whereas the one that shows up in the movie, he's got layered, right?
It sort of reminds me of the helmet from Gladiator.
A little bit.
Now that you say that.
It's just like, I think it's kind of cool. Honestly.
So add Gladiator down to the movie list.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say this too. Like, one of my favorite scenes in this movie that just jumps out in my mind. And I don't know if this is because I like Calvin and Hobbes, but the scene where they're fighting. I think it's in Grayskull, and Adam He-Man says, "Oh, why can't we just talk about this?" And everybody stops. And there's the scene with Battlecat.
Cut to Battlecat gnawing on
Eastman's head, and he just stops and looks. Actually, they both look hilarious. I love that scene. That seems great.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
see, I would almost argue the point that is Battlecat in that moment. Because he's like, I'm not doing this next time unless you give me armor.
There's a weird thing going on here, and I don't know how to I don't know if the movie, if a future sequel is going to address this. Cringer in other media is small. Battlecat is large. Yeah. In this movie, Cringer is large. Battlecat is about the same size.
I would say this. No, I'm going to disagree, because that's the image from the movie, right?
That's the final movie scene.
Yeah.
Okay, that Battlecat's bigger than Cringer.
Do you think so?
Well, I think, look! He's sitting on his back.
That's one thing we didn't get to see.
What's that?
When they go off, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go change." We don't get to see him power up and
give him the power.
He could have, right?
Yeah.
I think because if you look at that Battlecat that he's riding,
that's a bigger Battlecat.
Battlecat wasn't that big. I don't think he was that big.
I would love to see.
That Battlecat's about the size of a rhino.
That's true. I would love to see. I hope that is something that we do get in a future installment. I would love to see.
Yeah, I was hanging out for the Battlecat transformation. That never happened.
Hopefully, when he's raising the sword and stuff, and I'm like, just lower it so we can see Battlecat, please.
That being said, the story that they told, the absence of Battlecat wasn't as egregious as some of the other things about the movie. It was okay. He was there.
Yeah.
Okay, he'll have a bigger role next
time. It was a
great
Cringer.
But the joke to me, I said this to Andy. It was literally, what's his name? Oh my gosh. It was literally Rhodey looking at the Mark II Iron Man suit. Next time. Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
I think we're also going to look at this. It's like he's just become He-Man. He doesn't know that he can do that.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
He doesn't know that he can make
Fair enough, Gaz.
Right? I'm just saying. I mean, right?
I think if we want to get more people into motor, if you want to get kids into motor who have parents that aren't toy collectors like us, you've got to have Battlecat, because Battlecat is just such a unique, character, and I just think that more of Battlecat would have, I think appealed to a lot more people.
Even in the kids animated version of He-Man that came out on Netflix.
Where he shares the power, right?
Oh yeah.
I was saying even the kid version of He-Man that came out on Netflix, that's actually really good. You know, what I'm talking about? Yeah.
The Netflix one.
And that where he's part of that huge tribe.
That tribe. Yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
I did.
Well, had they reintroduced Cringer after the crash of the spaceship, as if he was hidden in the forests, then you could have gotten to Battle Cat a bit quicker. And I guess a way to do it could have been either he gets the armor from He-Man, and it could be accidental. If you're accidentally wiping your dad out, you can accidentally make a Battle Cat.
Oh, easily, yeah.
But which actually reminds me, that scene where he's lifting up
the Talon fighter,
the spaceship, and then says that it's heavy. I was like, is that how we imagine He-Man, as like something is heavy? And originally I was like, no, not really. But then I went back and watched a few episodes of the cartoon, and there are times where he is struggling to
do something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even Superman. Even Superman struggles with stuff when he's picking stuff up. So I kind of like that actually. It's like he's strong and he can pick it up, but
and he was also doing it one-handed.
Yeah, one-handed, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't.
He was doing it to show off. It wasn't like a nice controlled lift. It was
actually. I can take the truth. Yeah, I can agree with you. He was actually showing off for.
I mean, if anybody,
it's really heavy.
If anybody's doing anything one-handed, it's this guy.
Oh, no, hold on. This is my one gripe of the movie.
Really? This is your gripe?
This is my gripe. Zazel, why did you not tell me you were in this movie?
Actually, I do have a legitimate gripe with Fisto, and this is my only other rant that is, I feel, a negative to the movie. Right? Any other thing that you're like, I'm not really into that, isn't really, that's okay. That's movies, right?
Yeah.
But other than King Randall getting killed by He-Man, which I think is unforgivable, I think Fisto giving up Prince Adam so easily to Skeletor, I think, was also a lame moment from Fisto. Now, I know that he just watched a buddy of his get melted into goop. I realized that. And he didn't want another friend to get gooped down either. However, it's just the way that he just went, the prince is back. The son of Randor is back.
Yeah.
I felt like that was not at all a heroic moment. And I feel like they had an opportunity to either give up Prince Adam and be like, okay, we're saving our own lives, or be like, something's happening here. We could stand together and oppose Skeletor, whether it takes our lives or not, to allow this man to become the rightful whatever. I just felt that was too much.
So I see it in a different angle though, because I see that he's protecting what's left of that force of what's left of Eternia against Skeletor.
Sure.
He knows that Skeletor just will wipe them all out. He doesn't care, right?
He has faith.
Yeah, but that's my point though on that,
right?
Gaz. My point on that though, Gaz, is that they have already fought this battle and lost.
Right.
That's already happened. Them saving themselves for a little bit to give up Adam, who is potentially going to change or turn the tide, which he does, giving him up to save their own lives, I feel like is not a heroic moment. A heroic moment is identifying, it's like, well, okay, we couldn't do this. We can't do this. We just watched our buddy get eviscerated by Skeletor. We have already tried and failed, and this is where we're at. Giving ourselves an extra couple of days, because Skeletor, if He-Man didn't come along and Prince Adam was wiped out, he wasn't going to let them all go and go, go and live your life. It was already, the battle was already won. Lost. It was fought and lost by the people of Eternia. Skeletor had already won. So giving up their only good chance at making any kind of difference, even if they didn't believe in him entirely, it was still, they fight for the king. That's the king's son. They gave him up. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it.
I think he didn't believe it though.
All they really knew was that this weird blonde guy from Earth had showed up, who seems to be a bit of a wuss.
Yeah.
So like, how could that wuss be Randall's son?
Yeah.
But what he ends up doing, though, by giving up Prince Adam...
And
whether
well,
or not he
we've covered
believed
this
it.
already, is that these people are basically running out of hope. They've been losing for so long that you might just go, yeah, I'm not dying for this person that I barely know. Like,
yeah, that I met 10 minutes ago.
By giving up Adam...
my family that I've been fighting with for the last 20 years.
Exactly.
They end up signing a death sentence to Randor because, of course, Skeletor is going to go and use his father against him.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
There goes any leverage He-Man might have had of having what's the word I'm looking for?
Anonymity.
Yeah, right. By having any sort of secret of him being He-Man, not Adam. Right. By having any sort of secret that this is not the same person, gives up any leverage that he has. Skeletor's got all the leverage now. It's like, well, I might not be able to defeat you, but here's your dad, and if you don't do what I say, I'm going to kill him too.
Yeah.
It's a whole snowball effect that I feel like could have been easily avoided if Fisto, my boy Fisto, had just kept his fist in his mouth. You're either going to fight for Eternia, or you're going to give up your own people. And yeah, he might have saved one other, but at the expense of the life of the king.
But if everyone always did the sensible thing, there would be no stories.
Nate, stop it.
We talked about
just write it better, Nate.
We talked a little bit about it with the Tila Duncan connection, that they didn't expressly say daughter versus stepdaughter. They shied away from the familial connection between Fisto and Man-at-Arms in this as well.
They did.
Yeah. No.
Well, that wasn't. That's fairly recent, though.
Is it? I don't know. How recent is it? Is it?
That wasn't originally in the comics or the Filmation stuff. That came in later. I think that came in during the 2008 show.
Yeah, probably. Do you? Hands up. Who likes the familial connection though?
Nah, I don't need it.
Just the two of us. Yeah, so they other versions of Masters Universe have made Man-at-Arms and Fisto brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Isn't there one that makes Fisto Tila's father?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's a twist that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, where he is the one that got with the sorceress, and then...
Well, that's the twist in the cartoon, though. Like, where Man-at-Arms, you're the stepfather, but no, you're really the dad. Like, you're really, really the dad. They don't say it's Man-at-Arms. Young Eternian warrior. Come on, we know who it is. Anyway, Fisto.
I just want to have a scene now where Adam's just like, wait, you two are brothers? How's that possible? And then Fisto turns to Man-at-Arms, just like, is he always this racist?
Yeah. Wow. I just want to catch up with the comments here. We got a couple to check up on here. Soda Jerk talking about Roboto. Now we know who the heart belongs to within Roboto. And,
well said.
Jojo wanted to say that, sorry, I originally was not on board with the design or the casting myself for Roboto. Wound up being one of my favorite characters in the movie. I loved how they put the gears and the heart in at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, just want to double check here. We hit a bit of a lag there.
Well, my final thought on Fisto, I'll just say this maybe as an alternate version of that scene and how it could have gone.
Yeah, sure.
Is he could have pumped up He-Man and said, instead of giving out Prince Adam in a sort of a weakened state, saying, "Oh, the prince has returned," he could have instead pumped up He-Man, like put him over and say, that a warrior has come to Eternia and. Soon you'll face the power of He-Man.
Sure.
Had Adam transformed into He-Man before that scene? I don't think he had, right?
No, because they took the sword from him because they knew the sword was from Eternia.
They were checking to make sure it was real.
That he wasn't a fraud.
He just says that he's some kid who says he's the son of Randor.
Yeah,
they say he's the son of Randor. So it's like again, I can see Zazel's argument, but I also see that like he's looking at it as like I need to protect these people, and I don't know this guy from a molehill. So
and the other ones he's been fighting shoulder to shoulder for 15 years.
I'm going to try to save my people, even if it is for one more second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right, well, let's move on. Oh, wait a second here.
One more from Soda
Stay
Jerker.
with Fisto here for a second. Now, the comment is, the 2000X tried to make Fisto more interesting, relevant than he ever truly was.
They certainly made his fist bigger than ever before.
In this?
In the 2000X.
Oh, yeah, it was like ridiculously huge.
So is it because again I'm not a mega Motu fan.
Yeah.
Is it a robotic hand or is it just a glove he wears?
That's a good question. The
Because
movie
in the movie
would
he
have you
goes
believe that it is clearly
something
cybernetic.
like that, and it feels like almost like a Winter Soldier effect where it's like his arm has been replaced and I feel like his hand's been replaced and that's what it is. But it kind of looks like a gauntlet, like he's just wearing a glove.
I got the impression that the movie wanted us to believe that it was cybernetic.
Yeah.
It was something that's become part of it.
You gotta mention the jokes that they were saying.
My imagination.
My only Fisto issue is the lewd references, I guess. And the fact, it's low hanging fruit, and I knew that they were going to refer to it. But
of course,
the fact at the end is that He-Man or Adam, made these names for the characters.
Makes sense.
It doesn't make any sense that a 10-year. I mean, no 10-year-old that I think I know would know what that actually.
No, you're right.
It didn't make any sense to me, and it was funny the first time they referenced it, but then after that, it was a bit too much.
Yeah,
there was
too many times.
I've said it before. Low-hanging fruit is still juicy and delicious, and I love it.
So I'm going to ask one. There's like those mega fans out there, or not necessarily mega fans, but people who are just like into film and they'll recut movies. Topher Grace actually has been known for recutting the entire Star Wars trilogy into a single movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I wonder if somebody out there is going to recut this movie to try and take out some of that low-hanging fruit.
Let me, when we're talking about this, let me just say this to whoever it is that person's going to do this. Take Masters of the Universe from 87 and take this movie and cut them into one movie.
One supercut.
Yeah, one supercut.
The Motu supercut.
Because then that Dolph Lundgren scene is going to mean even more when you find out that was the previous He-Man and then this is the new He-Man.
Can we? Let's just. I'm going to skip right to that because you've brought it up. I want to talk about that because I thought that was. Sorry. I thought that was a missed opportunity. Where's Dolphin here?
He's.
I'm glad. I heard rumors that he was going to be like King Randor, and I'm glad that he wasn't. I'm glad that he's just the way he was in that movie. Because to me, it's just like it's the previous He-Man just chilling on Earth. That's what. I
wonder if Wes and I have the same idea, where as a missed opportunity, when Skeletor puts Adam back in his mind, back into that gym, and Skeletor's a gym bro, I thought that what was going to happen was because he was belittling him, right, and he was telling him like, you're nothing, you're just a scrawny kid. I thought Dolph Lundgren was going to come back in his classic He-Man movie outfit and go, "This is the guy. This is the guy that's He-Man. You're nothing compared to this guy."
Oh, that's an interesting use of
that would have been a nice cut, or just like having him working out there. Yeah,
you'll never be Dolph, Adam.
No, I honestly, when Dolph Lundgren got attached to this movie, I got excited. And I got even more excited in the week before when somebody red carpeted got him, and he's like, oh, I have a small role and I play a mentor character that gives him some advice when he really needs it. And I'm like, if you are not playing one of Adam's ancestors, it's a missed opportunity. And then we got guy in the gym who, wink wink, nudge nudge, that's for us, the audience. Spot. There's the guy, and it's the passing of the torch. Okay, good journey, kid. We all get that, but why didn't you make him King Grayskull? The spirit of King Grayskull or another one of Adam's ancestors comes to him through the power of Grayskull to give him the father-son speech. Get up, boy. Get up.
For me, I feel
that's basically the head I've made up anyway.
For me, the way I took it was that was He-Man, and he knows that this is the new He-Man, and he's just giving him that just little bit of inspiration to help him move on. And then because at first I'm just like, this is a random dude. But when he goes like this, it's his good journey. I'm like, that's He-Man from '87. That's He-Man. That's not Dolph Lundgren playing some gym guy. That's fucking He-Man. He's chilling on Earth.
That's Deadpool looking at the camera talking. That's what that is. I don't believe that it's supposed to be He-Man.
The way I see it is it could be like an alternate He-Man. I don't know, he's just chilling on Earth. He went back to
multiverse He-Man brought by the sorceress to Earth at that moment to tell Adam the thing he needed to hear that will help him when he needs it.
My God.
Maybe he's not even really there. Maybe he was a projection because he doesn't use the equipment.
Oh, that's true.
He just says, "You're in my spot," gives him a good journey, and then disappears.
Well,
right? So maybe he's a projection.
He was lifting the fake dumbbells. We all can tell that.
Well,
maybe he was just only in Adam's mind because he was the power. He's the source.
I wish that was good.
So a bit like Skeletor being in Adam's, at the end when he's thinking back to Earth and you've got Skeletor in the suit and stuff. Yeah, good point. Maybe that's what it was.
So, it makes me happy.
I hope Dolph is in the sequel.
It makes me happy, Gaz, that you can make that connection. It's not there for me, and I wish I could get there. But the cynic in me can't get past. That's just a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I am super happy for you that you can get there.
Let me take you back to the late 70s, early 80s. Okay, a little show called Buck Rogers. Okay,
the Gil Gerard show.
Yes, after the initial TV movie ended, yet the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a scene where Buck is leading a flight of starfighters, and one of those pilots was Krabby, the guy who originally played Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers in the original series.
Yeah,
his name was I think it was Lieutenant Gordon. So he was actually
Flash Gordon. Yeah. I remember that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like that it's like it's not the character.
That's another wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, Lundgren isn't just there as some just waiting guy. He's actually He-Man, and he's telling the new He-Man, "Hey, you got this. You just need to know. You just need to know a little couple of things. Good journey, boy. You can do it."
Yeah, it definitely felt like he'd been through something, right? He wasn't just a random dude in the gym.
Yeah.
He'd seen action, yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Dolph is such a great genre actor because of the roles that he's taken. And he's continued to prove that. He just had a guest spot in The Witcher, in the last season of The Witcher, where essentially he's playing a sword and sandal-ish kind of dude, even though he's kind of the Duncan of that. He's kind of drunk. But anyway, my point is, we could have overtly made him more He-Man-esque for the purpose of the mentor, the advice that he gave. No, that's all you get. I would have just preferred it that way. That's all I need to say about that.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's see here. What do we got? We got one from Jojo who says, I wondered if that was in reference to the 2002 cartoon when Man-at-Arms and Fisto are brothers and Duncan keeps calling him a coward and a deserter. Possible.
Maybe.
And this one's really getting ahead of ourselves, but kind of wish they didn't show She-Ra in the post-credit scene. I think an anti-Eternian story would be great for a sequel. I'm not a big fan of the anti-Eternian stuff.
I'm gonna say this. I saw that, and again, I got a little shiver because I'm not thinking She-Ra, I'm thinking Hordak, and I'm thinking this is how Skeletor is going to come back. This is how I'm thinking. Yeah. That's how my process is, right?
I think we've got a whole lot of lore to explore before resorting to Eternia.
That's Lauren's Sally. Pardon me if I'm not pronouncing this right.
We're probably going to get. You probably think about it as we're thinking the sequel's going to be She-Ra. It could be just an entire movie on its own.
I mean, that post-credit scene.
They could do a series.
I got this whole impression that there was a time jump because she's literally just turned into She-Ra for the first time.
Yeah.
As dude rocks up, Force Captain Adora. Not anymore. It was cool, and I know that this was a really tough one to work out just because of rights stuff, because of the buying and selling of Filmation and Universal and where all that sits. I don't know where it is, but glad that they got that rights stuff squared away, that they were able to include her, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get some variation of the Secret of the Sword as the sequel.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we still have to go through King Hiss.
Oh my god.
We still have to go through
yes.
possibly Scareglow. I thought they were going for Scareglow right there.
That's a good question. Good question. I love that idea. That the skull's still there. You hear the laugh at the end of the movie. You know that Skeletor's not done. It's the Batman Joker thing. You got to have one. Can't have one without the other.
And also, it's a nice nod to the '87 ending, right? But the original post-credit scene.
I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Can we get? Is there room for? Because you know Skeletor's going to come back. But is there room for this franchise to give us a live-action version of Scareglow?
Yeah.
At least for a portion of the movie as Skeletor's ghost, and then resurrect him later on.
Well, see, I thought they were, because when the Chronicles toy line came out, one of the first figures they dropped was Scareglow. I was like, okay, is this going to be like a big reveal in the movie? And then it never happened, but...
Yeah. Inferno Hell Knight on YouTube says, is this leading to the She-Ra series or movie?
It could. I mean, the seed has been planted.
Who knows?
I don't know, who would you prefer, a movie or a series? At this point, I think a series would be better, right?
A She-Ra series.
Yeah.
A live-action series or another
a film animation? What would you prefer?
I liked the last take, Princesses of Power. I quite enjoyed that. It was different. It felt fresh. I like that. I don't need to see an exact redo. I mean, but I really love the Kevin Smith stuff too. So, I mean, if they were able to pick it up and honor it that way, maybe. I don't know. I want to ask a question, and Andy and I have talked about this. In the movie, when this scene happened, we see the transformation and the camera pans down over the sword. What did you guys think of the jewel in the sword?
Pretty.
I'm struggling to remember exactly how it looked. I can just make out a picture there. But I don't know. I was so caught off guard that I think I was just surprised and excited for any version of She-Ra on the live screen. It's the kind of cameo that reminded me of Thanos' original cameo.
Oh yeah,
so write Avengers down, or whichever one. Guardians, was he in Guardians?
There we go.
Which one was that reveal where he turns around?
That's the end of the first Avengers movie, and he just turns and smiles.
Right, end of the first Avengers, right. And I think that this had a similar vibe to that, right? Where it might not be the same actress coming back to play, and I think they look great. Who knows? There's enough there that they can recast if they have to.
Showing her from the back and just 3/4 of the back of her face means, we can recast her, no problem.
It needs to be.
It's just the Thanos effect. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Which is exactly what they did. They recast. Thanos was completely recast.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't Josh Brolin in the original cameo.
He wasn't. That's no problem.
That's right. That's the cameo I'm referring to, where he's
where he reaches
talking
the
about how. No, not that one. The one where he's. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm thinking of the one where he turns and says that something about death, court's death, or whatever it was.
That's the Chitauri head guys like to engage them is to court death, and he turns and smiles. That is Avengers. Yes.
So it reminded me of that.
Talking about,
I'd like to see a She-Ra live action TV series myself, because you can go a lot deeper into the story. And She-Ra is not a character that I'm so familiar with, and I'm not so familiar with her story. And I think if this first movie has bombed, which it sounds like it is, I'm not sure if She-Ra is going to sell tickets at the cinema either. So I would be more in favour of seeing a deeper cut TV series myself.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to the reality that the movie is not making the theatrical money that they would like it to make.
But I think that has a lot to do with world climate.
I think once this hits streaming, it's going to blow up. I think it is.
I really hope so.
And at the same time,
this is an Amazon movie, right?
Yeah.
So if they don't make money on it, who cares? He's got billions anyway.
I've heard that Amazon themselves are quite happy with how it's performed.
Because I've heard the same thing.
That they're super.
So
any press that this movie makes,
it's just disheartening when you walk into an empty cinema and you're like,
it really is.
You're expecting to see 100 Motu fans watching a movie with you, and it's empty seats.
Well, I can tell you right now, I work with somebody who's kind of like a closet toy, like, you know what I mean, a fan. I mean, he's a fan and he grew up with this stuff, but he doesn't like to say that he does.
Doesn't embrace it the same way we do.
When I came into work, and he on Monday, and he's like, the first thing he asked me is, "Did you go see the Masters of the Universe movie?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, I did." And I said it was good. I said, "You should go see it." And he's like, "All right." So I think a lot of people are hesitant; they don't want to go because they don't want to admit that they would like this movie, and they might go by themselves.
So
a lot of people don't want to spend that money to see it unless they know it's good already too.
That's why I think when it hits streaming services, when you can rent it on streaming services, I think that's where it's going to blow up. So a lot of people are going to watch this movie at home.
There's enough people out there that are doing exactly what we're doing tonight that are bringing attention to the movie, whether it's good or bad. And I think for Amazon, part of the sentiment, Nate, you talked about Amazon being happy with it, is that any attention is good for the movie when it does hit streaming.
Yeah, because word of mouth is going to travel. Yeah, like, oh, I missed it in theaters, maybe I better catch it now.
And I mean, let's be honest, He-Man is about selling toys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, merchandise is also helping to bring attention to this movie.
It is.
You know, good or bad.
I just want to touch on Phil's point. Phil's point on making a TV show.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Sorbo's Hercules and Lucy Lawless as Xena proves that these sort of TV shows from our teenage years, or I guess for us, for teenage years, those sort of they can still have a lot of heart and story, and without having a huge budget, can still work. I mean, I still look back on that Hercules show and the Xena show. Hercules more than Xena. I liked the Xena show because I was a teenage boy. But I think I was more into the Hercules show than the Xena show. But that always did remind me more of Masters of the Universe than it ever did as a Hercules story.
Yeah, I think She-Ra as a Xena type show would work fantastically.
That's for bombing in the theater. I mean, it's only been out for what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, it's not done yet.
I mean, and let's look at like, we're comparing it to, a lot of people compare it to old movies or certain movies. But I mean, like, back in the day, movies were out in the theater for like months.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
You're lucky if you get 5 weeks now.
I think a movie's lifetime in the theater is less than 5 weeks.
Because they want all the attention on it. Then they want it physically bought.
Second week out, and you're already saying it bombed. I mean, like, you're already putting out negative press on it.
That's a fairly recent idea, is counting how much money a movie makes within the first opening weekend, right? We never had that conversation as kids. No. It was, we're going to go see it 3 weeks from now when the crowd's someone's coming down.
They put up these box office projections.
And we all know that, the moviegoers aren't the same as they used to be, especially after COVID.
No, it's true.
I mean, keep bringing it back there. I mean, there's not many people going to movie theaters now because everything they can see at home. Like, all right, for instance, like, I wanted to go see Crime 101 with Chris Helmsworth. That looked like a classic type of crime caper movie, like, it came out in the 60s. Stuff like Bullet, stuff like The French Connection. That's what that movie reminded me of. I wanted to go see it. Didn't have time to go see it. Within like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it was already on Amazon Prime. I could watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's something like a 40-day window or something that they have before they're allowed to. Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's relatively short.
And people know that that's going to happen, and it's an Amazon movie, so it's going to be on Amazon.
Yeah.
Within like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. Folks that do I'm not going to go to the theater and pay money for it. When I can watch it at home for free.
Exactly.
If you're paying for your subscription service, you're still paying for it.
Yeah. So to judge a movie by what it does in the movie theater isn't really accurate anymore.
No.
Because 1 or 2 weeks isn't really enough time for it to make any money.
And there's so many outside factors, right?
Yeah.
I mean, then you get those movies that come out, like, I'm trying to think of one that just blew up, made a lot of money, and it's usually expected movies that nobody's talking about.
Backrooms.
Yeah, it's something different, something nobody's seen before, right?
Yeah.
But I want to see movies like Masters of the Universe at the cinema. Like, I don't think my daughter Leona, if it was just streamed on TV, she would have found something else to do. So, for me, it's more of the event. It's something special, and so walking into an empty cinema, that's just the thing. The biggest thing for me, it makes me nervous about. Okay, are they going to make a sequel? Because to me, I more than anyone else, I'd love for this series to carry on. It just makes me very nervous whether or not they.
Straight to Amazon will be the sequel. Straight to Amazon Prime.
But look at it this way. Look at it this way. G.I. Joe, the Rise of Cobra movie or whatever, that bombed.
The one with The Rock?
To that. Yeah, there was a sequel to that, right?
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, there was. There was Rise of Cobra and Retaliation. That's the one with The Rock, yeah. The one where they killed Duke in the first 10 minutes.
Here's my thing. When I walk into a movie theater, you don't see that many people, right? That's fine. But once that light goes off, I'm tuned out.
You're right. I'm in the movie.
I don't care. It's for me. It's like, you want to see those certain movies on the screen. I don't want to see every movie on the screen, but you want to see certain movies. And this is one movie that I enjoyed. Masters of the Universe movie in '87. I watched the cartoon as a kid. I liked it. Right. I didn't play with the toys. I wasn't a big the toy fan. I wasn't on, but I wanted to see this one in the theater just because. Just because it's like this is something I have.
Yeah. Right? I look at movies and I put them on this sort of like, can I wait for it or do I need to see this in the theater? And this one, when I saw it, I'm like, top of my list. This was my most anticipated movie of 2026. I've now seen it twice in theaters. I am seriously thinking of going to see it again, and I know I'll watch it on repeat when it comes to streaming. Yeah, so.
But at the same time, like, you really have to weigh your dollars in this climate, right? Like, because we go to Peterborough's theater, and you're looking at like an $80 night.
No, easily. Yeah, if you're eating at the concession, you are. That's for sure. So we landed here because we were talking about She-Ra. I wanted to, full circle, I want to go back to the question I asked about the jewel. Most of you sounds like you don't remember it. I want to leave you with this, something that my wife picked out. And my wife is good for finding these, or noticing these details that I don't. The jewel in the Sword of Protection looks like the jewel, and I don't know if you noticed this, in Marlena's crown at the end of the movie.
When she's out overlooking Eternia.
Marlena wears two crowns in the movie. The one at the beginning when she's young has no stones in it. At the end of the movie, when she's standing on the rampart, talking with everybody, looking out over the city, there's a green-blue jewel, diamond-y shaped jewel. Looks an awful lot like the one in the Sword of Protection.
Do you think they're connected?
Well, given the line between her and Duncan about, well, maybe she'll find her way back to us.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of that story going forward. And I feel like that's a compelling, interesting thing to do. Rather than it's just a clone of the Power Sword with a jewel in it to make it look different.
Did we mention Star Wars as a thing as well?
We did not. Not yet. We haven't.
There is another.
There is another. Yeah.
I'll be interested to know whether Adam is aware that he has a sister or not.
Well, if she was stolen as a baby, he might not know.
Probably not.
Right.
Probably not. Yeah. All right. So. I think we've talked She-Ra up enough to know that how we feel about that. Where did we leave off?
I think
we were about to talk about.
I believe character-wise we left off at Fisto.
We just finished up with Fisto. Here, let's take a look at.
There he is.
Let's look at Rami.
Just one last thing about Fisto I loved. He showed up at the actor showed up at the red carpet with his childhood Fisto figure.
Oh, it was cool. I saw that. Yeah. Super cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ram-Man.
Of low-hanging fruit. My wife's in the kitchen laughing every time we say Fisto.
See,
love those low-hanging fruit.
That's amazing.
Fisto just fists everyone.
John Shushan.
Now we have to talk Ram-Man. I don't know what's going to happen.
When Ram-Man and Fisto get together, watch out.
Ram-Man most recently seen in Kraven the Hunter.
Yep.
In the coveted role of Russian Captain Number 3.
He's got a lot more stunt work than actor work.
But a lot of these movies, the stunt guys
kind of transition,
which is great. I thought he was great.
Wondering, is that the helmet they used that Vinnie Jones had on for Juggernaut in that X-Men movie?
Well, funny you should say that.
X-Men 3, Last Stand.
X-Men.
The stunt people, wasn't that woman that put Prince Adam in the locker also someone stunt person?
She was Wonder Woman's stunt woman?
Dira?
Stunt person?
Really?
Dion.
Good on them for getting front and center in these movies.
So I love that they made Ram-Man's legs do the stretchy thing.
Yeah.
From cartoon. I was not expecting him to actually go with that, but yeah, it looked awesome.
When you're a kid growing up in the 80s, those jokes go right over your head.
Did they even have that meaning back then?
Well, come on, being a parent, walking in there and buying your kid a He-Man toy and it says Fisto.
He's got a giant fist. It makes sense.
Obviously, didn't prepare any of them.
This is a Chill's kid's toy.
I mean, we all saw the toys that made us in the documentaries, right? We all know how much alcohol and drugs were involved when they were doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen Danny DeVito in the role of Ram Man. I think that would have been great.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's hilarious.
What do you say about Ram Man? He rams things. Hell right, I do.
Yes, he does.
I mean, these guys were great. They looked, again, they were just instantly recognizable, and more than anything else, I appreciated that, even if they, were sometimes a little bit more cornbally than I would have liked.
I do think we missed an opportunity with him when they're jailed. If he could have stood back at the wall and bounced forward, trying to ram the gate down.
Oh,
well, no, because the gate was made out of
photanium.
Exactly, but that would have given us a callback to the Filmation where he would bump his head sometimes and be like, "Oh."
That's what I thought was hilarious about that jail scene was they were all focused on the gate, right? Well, we can't break the gate; it's made out of this stuff. And then Adam goes, "Well, what about the rock?" And they're like, "Yeah."
That's true. I would have liked to have seen Ram Man versus that guy with the goat head, and they could have fought over who was the real Ram Man.
Yeah. Goat Man.
Is that an actual character? I was puzzled.
Goatman's an original character from a Masters of the Universe children's book.
I was like, did they pull this guy out of Beastmaster or what?
Yeah, he comes from a children's book. He actually got his first action figure in the Classics action figure line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he has been, yeah, there we go. Shibobi, I believe, is the actual dude's name.
That was his name?
Yeah.
Shibobi? That's
something like that. I'd have to look it up.
We do have it.
Wasn't that a song from Family Guy?
I'll roll it.
Where are we here?
Shapoopy was, yes.
Shapoopy.
Or was it Shapoopy? I don't
remember. I'll find it. I know it's here somewhere.
The girl who's hard to get.
There he is.
There we go. He's down here at number
17.
There we go, 17. There he is, Goatman. Goatman, played by Hatford. Oh my god, I can't say it. It's the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Ulias?
Yeah, that's
it reminds me of Tim Curry's character from Legend. He plays
Darkness.
Yeah.
Darkness.
Except for the white part of his face. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The fact that he died by having his own horn.
The actor himself looks
thrust into his neck.
Right? Doesn't he?
A little bit.
I do like that some of the characters were killed off, though. Like, if you're going to run around with swords and stuff, someone's going to get killed.
That is a great point, to have a protagonist that carries a sword that never swords anything. I mean, the fact that they went that far to impale Karg into the wall or into the ceiling, and essentially, pretty sure he's dead now.
Yeah.
I thought, that's good. What is it? Oh, Shibobi, because he couldn't say Shikoti. Another obscure character from the Filmation cartoon.
Nice.
He was cool. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot to do.
Well, he got a good fight scene, though.
Talk about obscure characters, and I don't think we have a slide for this one. What'd you guys think of the return of Pig Boy, who's now Pig Man? Did you get that reference?
I did, but was it the same person? If it was that kid grown up, that would have been great.
That would have been awesome.
I don't know if it was.
Is he from the original Motu movie?
No, he's from the '87 movie, Pig Boy. Do you remember Pig Boy in the '87
I don't remember Pig Boy. I don't remember Pig Boy in the movie.
Pig Boy was was the contest winner. It was a walk-on role for a kid that won. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, sorry, now I remember. Yeah. Okay.
But essentially, that character survived, and now he's still serving Skeletor.
I think that's great. That's great.
That is Pigman. He turns out to be Pigman then.
I guess so. He's certainly an older guy.
Pig boy, pig man.
Pig man. That was my joke. Pig boy. Now he's.
Why not? Why not, man? That's a 10-year-old's named all these characters. It's all good. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
In the '87, he was played by Richard Sponsler.
Oh, Spawn. Yeah. Richard
Was that
Sponder.
the kid who won the contest, right?
That's the contest winner. Yeah. Where do we want to go next? What do you want to do? We're bouncing all over the place.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. And I know that Zazel was so ecstatic.
Now
Spike-Core.
Spike-Core, no.
You want to talk about Spike-Core? Let's talk about Spike-Core.
Because when he got thrown into the wall, you must have been so happy.
Actually, yes, I was. Thanks, Gaz. The best part, when I have that on home streaming, I'm gonna pause it on that scene, leave it there. That's gonna be my garbage.
I mean, look.
That's when you think Spike-Core couldn't get any more lame.
Man, he looks pretty crazy. Crazy.
Why don't you love me, Zazel?
Please. When I saw that, Phil, when I saw that on screen, I just laughed to myself, and I'm like, Zazel must be so happy right now.
Of all the
There's no
characters.
Sergeant Spike-Core.
I was okay with this. I mean, like the battle armor thing as the over piece for the toy. If you were to translate that into a suit, I don't know if it would work as well as it did by making them natural spikes.
Yeah,
I suppose it could work. But talk about the brunt of some of the sight gags of this movie.
Well, him getting jammed into the ceiling.
Getting stuck to things or being stuck against things and just looking like, oh.
Someone getting stuck to him?
That's what I mean!
That's crazy. That would be my luck.
I feel sorry for that guy. That's for sure.
I just like on the toy, they gave him like a Mike Tyson gap in his teeth, so I call him Spike-Core.
Spike-Core. Spike-Core. We've got a question
He
here.
has a little bit of a Darth Maul look to him.
Question from Infernal Hell Knight. What happened to Beastman? The last image I saw, Cringer was about to bite his head off.
That's gnawing on his head.
Wow, that's a good question. What did happen to him?
So
He probably ran away.
There really was no disposition for him with the rest of the evil warriors.
I take it as wrote that when Evil Lyn bailed the hell out, so did everyone else that was there.
Guys, we can just talk about this. We don't need to fight.
I mean, you're probably right.
This looks.
There he is, Beastman.
There he is.
Beastman, by the way, the first villain that we see in the movie.
Yeah.
Other than the Skell Knights and Trapjaw is the first one we see. Beastman is the first one we see on Earth.
Yes.
Yeah. What'd you think of that scene where he's just like going through traffic, like knocking cars around and stuff?
I mean,
so good.
It was crazy.
Historically, I mean, the Filmation cartoon Beastman was the same size as everybody else. 2002 comes along and they make him this much larger character, which has sort of translated forward. He's absolutely enormous in this movie, and it totally works.
It's freaking great.
I'm like X1.
Sorry, he reminded you of what?
A Sabretooth a little bit from how he was in X-Men the first movie, where Devin had more lines than Sabretooth did in X-Men, but he looks great. And I think that at the time when they were announcing people, they showed off Goatman, and they're like, where the hell is Beastman? Why are you giving us Goatman? Yeah. I think there was some worry that Beastman wasn't even going to be in the movie. I forgot that he was going to be in it, or I just didn't know. But when he showed up, I was like, oh man, he looks great. Very well done.
Can I say that the actor's profile photo looks like Chuckles?
Oh. Gary Martin is the voice.
If Beastman is this hairy though, how hairy is what's his name?
Grizzlor? Grizzlor?
Yeah, Grizzlor. How hairy is Grizzlor going to be?
Oh my god, I can't wait. I want to see Grizzlor.
Cousin It from the...
It just depends on whether he's had a blowout or not.
That's what he's going to look like. It'd be great.
If he's had a blowout, then he's going to be exponentially bigger and poofier. He'll be like the hair monster from Looney Tunes.
I would say the size of Beast Man definitely caught me off guard as well, because I haven't watched much of the 2000X series, so yeah, the sheer size of the dude, yeah, it's like, whoa, is that really Beast Man? But yeah, it was a cool scene.
He looked the part, he acted the part. They didn't make him a buffoon like they did in Filmation, where I don't know.
But he was definitely like a subservient.
He was a whipping boy.
Oh, I'm afraid of Skeletor, right?
Did he get to Earth through a portal? It wasn't shown.
No, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
And what was it? How did he get back after the fact? Because Evil Lynn's like, oh yeah, the Beast is back.
And then he does, you don't notice it, but he's in the lineup when all the evil warriors are there in Snake Mountain.
Yeah.
He walks in with them.
Well, yeah, he was didn't Skeletor use the Havoc staff? He put it on his friggin' head because he failed to bring back the Power Sword.
Yeah.
And singed a bunch of his hair.
It's not really mentioned how he got to and from Earth.
Well, I'm assuming because it's the same way that Attila got there.
I just figured she used her Guardians of the Galaxy drive because that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
She threw the lever and the rainbow happened. Yeah. There we go.
I want to see an edit where Moss Man is just digitally replaced with a green version of Beast Man.
So apparently there's some behind the scenes footage. There's an action sequence that was shot with Moss Man that didn't make the film, and we may or may not see it in a future thing.
Travis Knight has said that he had to cut it down. There was a lot of stuff he took out that he loved.
Yeah.
Why can't we get an extended edition of this, just like Lord of the Rings?
That's why we didn't get the Merman.
True.
Didn't get Merman, but we got the next best thing to Merman. We got the we got
a cameo.
Well, we got
twice.
Two cameos. Let's flip over to those here for a second.
So that cameo wasn't Merman? I took it as him being Merman.
It wasn't Merman, but Travis Knight liked the costume so much because the costume department made a full-on Merman costume. He liked it enough that he put him in as an extra in the background.
Yeah, at the end of the film.
The first Merman cameo is in the map of Eternia on the floor where the statues are.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's cool because it looks a lot like the vintage, the mini comic head.
Yeah, and it signifies that there is a space in Eternia where, the fish dude rules.
Does Mattel hate Moss Man? He keeps getting killed.
That's true.
He'll be back and in greater numbers.
Isn't he like Swamp Thing? He'll just form again.
I don't think it would be implausible for Moss Man to come back if they want to.
He's nature.
He'll just grow
He got
back.
mulched.
He's nature. He'll just reform.
He could just respawn.
He's only a repaint of Beast Man. He's not important. It's just Beast Man.
Pine fresh smell.
That's true. Yeah. He's got the patchouli on him. Yeah. I don't want to leave this one too late because I feel like there's a lot to be said here, and this might be the most divisive, or maybe not.
I don't think so.
But we got to talk about Skeletor. We got to talk about it.
I'll come out and say it.
Say it.
I think he did a great job.
Agreed.
It's the first letter role I've seen that he hasn't proved.
If they just said Skeletor played by Skeletor, we would never know.
True.
Never.
I never would have guessed it.
And I think that was a great version of Skeletor on the screen.
I'm not a Jared Leto fan, so let me start by saying that. I'm not a Jared Leto fan. I never have been. I tolerated him in Tron and thought it was okay. And I even joked that, the wooden performance that he gave is okay because he's playing a computer program. So he has no emotions.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I don't like him. I didn't like him in Morbius. I didn't like him in...
Suicide Squad.
No. I hated him as the Joker. It's terrible. Worst Joker of all. Skeletor...
Nailed it.
There's no other way to say it. He nailed it.
Less be more when it comes to the look of Jared Leto. The less we can see him, the better he performs.
And that's the joke. But at the same time, it's not really a joke anymore. It's like, you might be onto something there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, your acting is fine. It's just your face and body that we don't like.
He could have just... Now, they've done some, they're keeping him off of... the press tour, he's not. Nobody's seen him. Anybody seen him talk about the movie since it's come out? Where is he?
I thought that was weird.
You heard about his acting style, right? He gets into his role.
Yeah. Like
It was a joke I heard the story about Suicide Squad, what he was doing. Could you imagine what it was like on set with him as Skeletor?
Have you seen the behind the scenes footage of what he was doing? He put blood on his face to look more terrifying to the other actors.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. Method actor, that's what he is.
Nothing.
I don't know. I think his performance is
like being skinned though. Like that's all muscle. That's not flesh. That's muscle, right?
Yeah.
Like he's lost his skin. And that's just I mean, I guess somewhere under all of this I've got something similar. Maybe it's not blue. But it does look like what it would look like if you peeled him off. Does anyone care that we didn't see the creation of Skeletor? Because I'm better off without seeing it, to be honest.
I'm fine with that.
They touched upon it, didn't they? They just like a little flashback.
No.
Right?
No face
mask.
mask.
Something where like he's like something happened to his face, or I'm thinking of something else.
I don't think there was any reference to his face at all. Yeah,
no time. The movie was long enough as it was, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a pre.
2.5 hours. Yeah,
I'm not anti-origin story, but I don't think he needs one. Like he's literally a demon. Like
the fact that
some villains you don't need an origin story for.
How refreshing was it to go see a movie in 2026, a franchise movie where they didn't subvert us by trying to redeem the villain? They've done it in how many things, and now it's like he's like, I'm the bad guy, and that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah,
I love that.
I like.
Yep.
I loved it.
It was good of He-Man / Adam to try. That's a very He-Man thing to do.
Of course it was.
Yeah, not just to assume someone's fully evil and to give him an opportunity. But I like that Skeletor, was pushed back on it, and I was like, no, I'm just a bad guy.
Yeah.
Even giving that emotional face, like he's actually gonna like give into him, and then he's like, nah, I'm a bad guy.
No, I'm just messing with you.
I love the fact that they used boob at least once in the movie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, boob. But he didn't straight up like the Alan Oppenheimer isms were there, but he didn't try to do Alan Oppenheimer, and I'm glad that he didn't.
Butt worms.
Yeah.
That's some low-hanging fruit, but not too low.
Yeah.
It's called butt worms.
When he raised the sword and he said the words, and he's like, "Am I different?"
As he's repeatedly thrusting it like it's a light switch. Flick, 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 flick.
That was great.
The poor guy. What'd you guys think of Alison Brie as Evil Lynn?
It was okay.
Good. She did well. I like that. Like she's not just evil. She's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Like she's not quite.
On the first viewing, I found her. She was grating. Her voice was I found her irritating. But then I knew by the end of the movie, and I figured out what her sort of her journey was. When I saw it the second time around, I was like, "Oh, I'm okay with this. It's okay. It's okay."
He looked great in the part. She looked absolutely fantastic. I thought it was Evil Lynn down to a T. I just would have liked her to have a little bit more motivation, flesh her out a little bit more, and because I think that her acting was pretty good. I just think that they didn't give her enough to do. So where she's like saying to Teela, we could just get out of here. It's like, well, I understand that because it's like, what stakes is it for her? Because she hasn't been given any, right?
Yeah.
So I would have much preferred if she was more into the battle itself. Like, this is why I do what I do or whatever. Because she gets mistreated, almost like a Harley Quinn Joker relationship, where it's like, why does she even keep doing this? And if there was a purpose for that, I feel like I could have gravitated more towards her, other than because there's no real good reason for her to go back and get Skeletor. Like, she's way better off without Skeletor. He was absolutely awful.
They hinted on that romantic thing that they started in, I guess, in the 2000X.
Yeah.
Because she does that, and you have me when Skeletor's like, what do I have? It's all temporary. It can all be taken away from me. And she tried to do that whole, well, you still have me. Like, she has some affection for him, and
it's not returned.
If that's not the reason why she went back for the skull, then I don't know what else there is.
Well, I mean, it could be a revenge purpose, right? Like, okay, I acted out of fear, but now I've got the power. I have power over you, you little head. What are you going to do?
So do you think that potential sequel, let's what if here, do you think she takes over, she's the new crime boss?
Maybe.
Until he comes back?
Maybe.
Okay.
It would not make a lot of sense for her to reanimate Skeletor just to be under his boot again.
I don't think so.
It would be a disservice to Evil Lynn. It would be a disservice to the actress playing this character, Alison Brie. I feel like if they gave her a bit more to do and a little bit more substance to why she's doing what she's doing, then it would be like, oh, okay, this is a truly evil character. Puts the evil in Evil Lynn.
Right.
Yeah, she'll definitely get eviler in the sequel. I'm sure. This is just the beginnings for her.
Yeah.
I love the awkward interactions between Skeletor and Evil Lynn as well. Again, that just pulled me back to the Filmation cartoon. I thought, yeah.
There were some moments in the Filmation cartoon where they weren't equals, but they were rivals. Where she would like stand up to him in the Filmation show every once in a while, and then get smacked back down, right?
Yeah, well, I like that in the Kevin Smith version where she's got aspirations to lead, right?
Yeah. What was that, Nate?
Well, that could be like she should be bringing him back. So, like with the thought of, well, I'm bringing him back, he's going to see me with more of
value,
more of an equal at least, or. Yeah, increase my value, and it'll ultimately end up like Skeletor's opinions will change, not at all.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we might see some tension between.
Will she take him to Hordak? I don't know.
Unless there is some sort of twist where it turns out that she's the reason Skeletor looks like he does. And again, I don't need an origin, but for just some purpose that she feels connected to him enough to be able to have any sort of feeling towards him. I understand, like, Beastman would want to get up and leave. Beastman gets like put down like a dog, face down in the throne room. I understand why he would want to just go like, no, I'm out. Let them fight amongst themselves. There's no real reason for him to even want to be there. But I don't know. I don't know. Evil Lynn's such an iconic character for Masters of the Universe that I just want her to be more than just the woman.
I think that very last final scene, I think they should have given us just a little bit more about what was going to eventually happen. To me, that very last scene, it was a bit of a, I don't know, anticlimax for me, because I knew Skeletor is always, they're not going to do a Masters of the Universe without Skeletor.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I just thought maybe they could have just added something a little bit more in that last scene, just to give us a glimpse of maybe, what Evil Lynn was thinking of doing.
Yeah.
A bit more than what they gave us anyway.
Has anyone noticed that, like, this is the first Motu where apparently people can just come and go from Castle Grayskull as they please?
Yeah,
that reminds me.
Policy.
You just walk right in the front.
I was not a big fan of Castle Grayskull being right at the walls of
Eternos
City. I didn't like that. I felt like that was lazy. It meant that they could get to Castle Grayskull quite quickly in story. Whereas I prefer Castle Grayskull to be this mythical place out of the middle of nowhere with its own history. It's like, what is this? Where is this? And why is this? As opposed to being, this is just another part of the.
But think about it from would it sit better with you if you analyze it through like historical castles and how they were the fortress that cities were built around?
Mm-hmm. Sure. I mean, I guess that's one way of looking at it. But I often imagine Castle Grayskull as being this entity all on its own, where it's more like a lost civilization rather than one that's been built around it. The
castle itself is... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. You go.
I was just going to say, the castle itself has become a character of itself to us. Like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that now.
Well, we can hang on the castle for a minute because we do have a slide for it. I mean, it wouldn't be right if we didn't actually take a look at it. 26.
I'm doing this left-handed.
Oh, that's why it's not working for you. There we go. I've gone too far.
There we go.
Castle Grayskull. There it is. The theatrical version put up against the original vintage toy and the Filmation look. I don't think there's any argument that the castle doesn't look good.
It's a big skull castle.
I like it.
There was some
looks good.
Some criticism that it was too gray and not enough green, but I mean, I'm
well,
okay
it's
with
gray
that.
skull.
Gray skull.
Yeah, gray.
Yeah. Castle Green Skull.
I know.
I like the touches of red on it. It looks
It's
really
like some
nice.
kind of like moss or something.
Leaves.
Yeah.
I forget what they call those. Those plants that
Like
grow on
ivy.
Yeah.
big
Yeah,
ivy.
yeah. Yeah, having Grayskull though being right parked next to Eternos, the city, it's part of the city. I agree with you, Zazel. I kind of wished it would be this fortress off in the wilderness, and we have to go there, and it's a journey, and all of the stuff that goes with it.
The sorceress calls for you.
Yeah, let down the drawbridge, I command you.
After the trailer, I kind of thought that this look of the castle with the red, because it kind of looks like blood and everything, I kind of thought that maybe, like, because we know that Adam's been sent off to Earth, like maybe Skeletor has taken over the castle. He doesn't have the sword necessarily, but he's got the castle, and that's kind of how he's
got it.
And the castle is essentially, without the sword, the castle is essentially dormant. And then, like, I was sort of thinking that when He-Man comes back with the sword, it would kind of awaken, and then we'd see it like turn, maybe it goes green and kind of its protections and stuff into effect. That was kind of what I was thinking might have happened. Obviously, it didn't. But,
it didn't, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys caught this. I said to Andy, the marketing, this happened in the marketing. They showed us, in its very split second, Skeletor holding the power sword. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he's got the sword. And I thought for sure that a lot of the movie was going to take place in the castle, not just the finale, the big battle, but that, they're being held in the dungeons of Castle Grayskull because that's Skeletor's moved in.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't happen that way.
I just think it's too convenient a location for the castle. I think that if you're going to have any sort of mysticism surrounding it, then it needs to be in a location that not everyone's privy to.
Yeah.
Especially because if Skeletor thinks that the sword is in the castle and the city is right where the castle is, well, then you're obviously. And if it is in the castle, I can't remember if the sword was in the castle. Oh, it was in the
cradle,
the sword stand thing.
The cradle.
Yeah. I don't
know. I don't know enough about the lore of this universe, but I just think it's a little bit unsafe to build your whole town around something that is the whole meaning of Skeletor. So,
Skeletor knew it was there for a fact because they did guided tours. He dressed up as a school girl undercover.
It's their mythical source of all their history is in that castle, right? Their champion comes from that castle. That sword is. I don't know if everybody knows about the sword. It seems like the sorceress is the only one who really knows about the Sword of Power and Skeletor, right? Everybody else just knows that that's like the mythical castle. And I
feel
mean,
they all have an idea of
feel
what
like
the Sword of Power represents.
Where it's a it should be off in some like distant mountainscape where he has to like go find it, like in Krull, where he has to find the what do you call it?
The glaive.
The glaive, right?
The glaive, which is not a glaive.
But then again, like it does make sense that they would build their city around it. If that's like the source of their everything, right? And it's also there for convenience because when they're attacking, they can just run to Grayskull for protection, right?
Portal Adam the hell out of there.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It exists there because we need the doorway.
Yeah. Okay, you got to make a 15-day journey to get to the portal.
In the animated cartoon, it always seemed to me like Grayskull would like move around because the way they drew it, it had like those like vines or whatever.
The bone structure.
Yeah, so I always felt like it would always just move around, like wouldn't be in the same spot at the same time.
I never considered that, but that's an interesting thought.
That could have been a way to start a much darker movie, is to just instead of just start the movie as they're just getting to Grayskull, like after they've been on the run from Skeletor because he's taken over everything. You know, it's carnage. People are dying, and they're just getting to Grayskull in a panic, like barely holding on, and they just get Adam to the portal. Yeah. He's gone. Like that could have been like a very much more dark and gritty version of things.
Well, listen, Grayskull being one of the few set pieces in the movie, of course, the counterpart to it being, of course, Snake Mountain, and not as many artistic liberties taken with this as there was with Grayskull. This is so true to
the Filmation.
Well, that and the 2002, because they share such a visual style.
And you got something that's good. That's that good. You don't need to do anything to it because it looks spectacular.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It is.
It's evil.
I just wanted Skeletor to like make an announcement with a microphone like their playset.
Okay, Snake Mountain. There's a few things that happen in Snake Mountain. I want to get your guys' opinion on them. There's the obvious one. We see Jygor, or a stuffed yellow ape, so we presume is supposed to be Jygor. There's a bunch of like dragon skeletons hanging around the walls. Is one of those supposed to be Granomir?
I hope not. I want to see
sort of like
Battle Bones vibes, but
me too.
Do you want to talk about that? The two of them parked in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's two of them, two Battle Bones parked when the heroes are walking in.
Yeah.
You just see the noses of them.
Okay, all right.
It's right after they busted out of jail.
Yeah.
And then just before the whole smoke wave hits.
Yeah. Well, before that.
And that I think was a missed opportunity because that should have been a fart cloud from Stinkor.
Yes, yeah.
That would have been good. I can't help it. I mean, we're talking about a toy property that's turned into a movie. This is one of the things that got me. I'm going to move on from Snake Mountain here because, I mean, it's beautiful. I think we can all agree on that.
Oh, yeah, 10 out of 10.
The cityscape of Eternos itself, and I said this right from the very first trailer, that, oh my god, Eternos looks like the Eternia playset.
More so than the Filmation.
It so does. And I loved it. I loved it. Also, He-Man with the
and I guess then the connection to Castle Grayskull makes a little bit more sense because you can connect it to Castle Grayskull. Like there is a representation of both Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull on the playset. So true. Maybe that's what they were thinking.
Maybe. But they make Snake Mountain way out in like who knows where.
Yeah, the Badlands.
Yeah. What else have we got?
We got that end shot.
Oh, okay.
Next to it.
If we're gonna talk about the nods to Filmation, and I mean, I know we talked about She-Ra quite a bit already, but like, they just literally lifted the Filmation Fright Zone and put it in action. So gorgeous.
Yeah, so much different than the Fright Zone playset.
Yeah. With the weird puppet.
And the tree.
The rubber puppet. And the tree.
The tree would hug people, right?
That's true.
Yes.
You know what else it did?
Is that
broke
supposed
it's
to be
so
that
brittle.
toy?
Yes.
Is that image supposed to be that toy?
Yes.
Get out of
so
here.
the toy is the Fright Zone toy. That's the Fright Zone playset.
So man, I'm telling you.
That looks like it could have been parked under like the under Grayskull, like out back. Yeah. That's just the back door in.
This could have been Dagobah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Inferno Hell Knight says the same thing. Friend Zone looks like a dead spider.
Yeah.
There you go.
Curled up on its back. It's very cool.
Nothing scarier than a spider that you think is dead, but not quite.
Well, what if that is like a giant robot spider and eventually it gets up in the sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
maybe
Monstro. It just turns over and it's
Maybe that's
Monstro.
what I got the idea for in Stranger Things. Maybe Stranger Things got the idea for
I don't know.
Zone.
Could be.
It looks really, really cool, and I can't see that playset in that image.
Oh,
No, but
complete departure from the cartoon.
Yeah.
I can't help, like, even Snake Mountain was like a reused jungle playset.
Yeah, a lot of
Was
the big
this
stuff,
a reused playset from somewhere else?
Oh, I don't know.
But
Yeah, I said maybe they started doing this design up as part of like a add-on to Grayskull or something, and then
maybe
come back later and just like, yeah, we'll just call it Fright Zone and put a scary tree on it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. A couple of more characters I guess we didn't really touch on. I guess we can talk about quickly is we didn't talk about the other half of the big rivalry.
True.
And of course I'm talking about Trapjaw.
Who looks spectacular.
Oh, yeah.
Trapjaw might be one of the best looking, if not the best looking character in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I love
Adam
how
and
they
I were
brought
having a
him.
conversation. Oh, sorry, Phil.
I was going to say, I just love how they brought him in right at the beginning. Like, it was just such a great way to kickstart the movie. Like, just bring in one of the main baddies, put him front and center. It just looked fantastic.
And as far
And
as
he already
He-Man's
had
first
his-
battle,
He already had his trap jaw. He didn't have to have it broken in the
He's
part
not-
of the movie to get it.
We're
To
not
get
getting
time.
the
Because Adam and I
Kronos
were
thing at
having a
all.
conversation about the rivalry, and we were trying to figure out whether or not it would have been cooler if at the beginning he was fighting Kronos and did the whole grenade thing and just messed him up. So to make it like a two-way rivalry, it was like, so when he comes back, he's now Trapjaw, and Man-at-Arms, who is in his state because of what that rivalry happened. Whether or not that would have been a cooler thing to do, but then Adam steps up to Trapjaw instead of Man-at-Arms in that bridge moment, which I think is still cool. But I wonder if that would have been something they could have done. I mean, if you got makeup as good as this here, you don't make Kronos first. You just go straight to Trapjaw.
Yeah.
I think the He-Man part is kind of important, though, because he gets his arm ripped off and then comes back again later. So when Man-at-Arms finally fucks him up at the end of the movie,
Sure.
maybe he's not dead. Like, is he more machine
when the collector goes down.
Yeah, well, he jams a grenade in his face.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But is he just going to get rebuilt
Also,
again?
I just assume that he's getting rebuilt.
For
When
the sequel, right?
I saw him like step up, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great! Right here, right off the bat, we get this awesome baddie, probably one of my favorite baddies, other than
Absolutely.
Lord, right? And I
Absolutely.
was like,
Yeah.
this is great.
As I'm looking at my Motu shelves. Like,
I'm okay if you
so many
said,
good
though,
ones.
like, characters died in this movie, and characters should die if they're fighting with swords, like I said before.
Yeah.
If he got a grenade in the mouth, he should be dead, and that's fine. I think the most well-rounded rivalry in this movie was the Man-at-Arms and Trapjaw rivalry.
Yeah.
So if that is the end of it, I'm fine with it because it was as good as you could hope for.
Which
is a
weird.
satisfying rivalry.
It's weird when you look at other Motu lore because typically Man-at-Arms has had this sort of like the counterpoint to Man-at-Arms has always been Tri-Klops.
Yeah, the mechanically in-kind.
He's the technology guy. For
I forgot Tri-Klops was even in this movie until you brought this
Did he
picture
even
up.
have a line? I think he had one line in the whole movie.
Yeah, I think his line is, "I'm looking at them."
Yeah, I think that's it.
Did we ever see Tri-Klops' eye swing around? Like,
No.
We did get a laser
I
blast, though.
can't remember it actually happening. So he's, as far as anyone who doesn't know him as Tri-Klops is concerned, he's just a dude with a glowing eye that's a sniper.
He's the sniper guy.
Yeah.
He's the sniper guy that blew himself into the ceiling with his own laser blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Oh man, I forgot about that. Such a forgettable character, Tri-Klops. Sorry to the guy that played him, Kojo.
Kojo Eta. Played in The Beekeeper, played in Wrath of Man, and played in Murder at the Embassy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm both disappointed and surprised he had such a minor role. I think maybe I was basing it on on Netflix. There's such an interesting, storyline.
He takes over
quite a prominent role.
Yeah,
I think I went into this movie. Yeah, so I think I went into this movie expecting to see a lot more Tri-Klops, and he was always a favorite figure and character for me. So.
That they made him, in a perfect world, if we do, because obviously Fisto, Jitsu, right? So I'm like, to me, because of the interchangeable arm, Trapjaw, Roboto, Man at Arms, Tri-Klops, Skeletor, He-Man, Evil Lyn Teela. That makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I just wanted to see that eye swivel. Like,
one time,
you wouldn't bring in many faces and only show one face.
Well, they did cameo him.
They did, because Adam drew a picture of Manny Faces on his bedroom wall on Earth.
Yep, and it is titled Manny Faces.
Yeah, Manny Faces. Yeah, that's true. I would like to see behind the scenes, if there's a featurette or some extra bonus content somewhere,
just to knock off
everything
character
in that bedroom. I want to see all the stuff on Adam's walls that you don't see because the camera's moving around.
Yeah.
Or out of focus. Speaking of things, everybody notice Marlena's astronaut helmet in the bedroom?
When you pointed it out to me, yes.
Yeah. Loved it. It's out of focus the whole scene, but it was great to know it's there.
Did anybody notice Grandizer in the toy store?
I did. I saw a Grandizer. I also saw there's two. There's the giant. It's the statue is I guess it's a combination of both Vicor and Vicron. Mm-hmm. But then there's another one on top of the display cabinet, a smaller statue of Vicron.
Yeah.
Whoever it's supposed to be.
But I was just like a great 1970s super giant robot, Japanese giant robot gets some nice screen time in this movie. In that glass case,
I knew as soon as I saw that scene that Gaz would have loved to have gone to that toy shop. I was lucky enough to go on a toy hunt with Phil when I was in Japan, and there were a lot of times where we're looking at something, we're like, we don't know what that is, but I bet you Gaz knows who that is.
Yeah. Well, it was a nice touch that it was named the Fright Zone.
Yeah. Oh, it was the Fright Zone.
Yeah,
that's true. It's true. I think we've hit on pretty much most of, if not all of the main cast.
Mm-hmm. Should we talk about the popcorn buckets?
Oh, you want to talk about the movie?
What about the sauce? We didn't touch on the sauce first.
Sorry, you're right. We didn't. Let's go.
Or what's that guy's name? Extendor?
Oh, sorry, Mechanic. Yeah. No, you're right. Because we skipped from the heroes down to the villains. Extendor. I actually like Extendor. I like that character.
Or did you see they just did a evil version of him on Mattel? Yeah,
I didn't see that.
That was pretty damn cool. I would like to just take that head sculpt and put it on another figure.
There we go. There's Mechanic.
Just like that, he uses his head as a battering. He just throws it around like a whip.
Oh, that was such a cool.
Well, that makes sense when he's got a helmet.
The human periscope.
But when you think that I think he'd have like a full face mask because his face could get dead.
It's interesting that they diverted, Evil Lyn got her scepter, Teela got the sword. Why didn't they give Mechanic his
giant yellow mace?
His corncob, the mace. The thing.
Well, they already had
neck like Mechanic. You need it.
I mean, we already had Man at Arms, right?
That's true.
Mechanic's going to have to face off against Whiplash because they've got similar abilities.
Yes,
that would work.
They should.
Oh, and then that sets up a perfect comedy moment where Whiplash's tail gets entwined with his
neck.
Here, let me just stand on you and pull apart.
Get your head out of my ass.
Yeah.
But you have to admit that, again, talking about and there was a lot of excitement when people saw the glowing eyes in the early trailers, and we're all like, oh, it's Mechanic because of the triangular eyes. But to see him doing the thing with the thing,
the fight scene,
instantly recognizable. The movie just does this in spades. It doesn't leave you to guess what it is you're looking at.
There are a few characters that people are still guessing at. Like, I guess there's one guy in the jail scene where people are like, oh, is he in He-Man's Preternia disguise? And it's like, I don't know.
I don't know if we have to go that far.
No.
The dissect. It's not Star Wars. Not everybody is going to have... Not every extra is going to have a name.
They might. Well, the crab guy that looks like Clawful...
Yeah.
He's Komodo. He's
Komodo,
named.
So he's not the same...
No.
Not the same species.
No.
Okay.
Can we also mention the fact... I don't know if you're going to bring him up, but... Can you mention the fact that this guy right here...
Oh, Karg. Yeah, Karg.
He shows up in the movie. I'm like, it's the guy from the 1987 movie.
Yeah, it's Karg.
Yep, 100%.
And they 100% they name it is named Karg.
Yeah. See, that even reinforces.
I don't have a slide for
We didn't get a slide for him. Okay.
That even reinforces. That reinforces my theory on that Dolph Lundgren is He-Man.
Well, you also have Pig Boy into Pig Man, right? So there's another holdover.
So there you go, man. That's what I'm saying.
I guess
and
so.
Gwildor. So that's four references to the movie.
4 references to the 87 movie, at least. Interesting. All right, so Mechanic rounds out the heroes.
With the Sorceress. At least the Sorceress isn't exactly a hero warrior.
I mean, yes and no.
I don't know. I think that she could go toe-to-toe.
We'll just do them in order.
Just about.
We've talked a little bit already.
If she wasn't a hero, she would have allowed Skeletor to take the power.
True.
Right?
I know we've already talked a lot about King Randor and how that he was a jerk and the way that he treated his kid, but I just want to say I didn't immediately realize that it was James Purefoy as Randor until I listened to him for a while.
Well,
and I've really enjoyed him as an actor over the years.
At a quick glance, you could mistake him for Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
just like a passing resemblance, right? But
he just has this
in the Randor makeup.
He has this knack for playing I don't even know how to describe it. He played, he was in the Rome miniseries.
Mark Anthony,
yeah. He was great as Mark Anthony. And then he played a kind of a douchey dude in John Carter of Mars. Love it.
Also played Captain Gulliver Troy in Pennyworth, the Alfred spinoff.
Yeah.
I think overall, look, I mean, he looks like the animated King Randor.
He looks like a really nice blend of Filmation and Mike Young production, Warrior King.
With a splash of, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He could easily beat Glendil.
Who else we got? We got Charlotte Riley as Queen Marlena. That's young Marlena. Before, that's during the attack, I guess.
Yeah.
Right when the attack breaks out. She was good. She didn't have a whole lot to do.
No, but it's nice to see her there in the proper green colors.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
True. And of course, I mean, sci-fi royalty here. Marina Baccarin from Firefly all the way to Masters of the Universe.
And Deadpool.
What did you think of her as the Sorceress?
I liked her.
Nailed it.
Good.
Yep.
You know,
I think the voice was there, the presence was there. I like that they had the bird form, and he's like, I think that was the Sorceress.
I did like that.
Mystical aloofness.
That they chose to dress her in white, which makes her like that.
She does have the color
specific.
Towards the bottom, though. Towards the bottom of the dress, you do see...
Yeah.
I like that it was a mix of the white and the color, like not the full color, but at the bottom of the dress, it starts to come out to the.
There.
Well, that's your fifth connection to the '87 movie, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that's another connection to the '87 movie because the Sorceress is all in white.
So this goes back to the mini comics, though, where she was. Some of the mini comics have depicted her in white as well.
Well, in the Origins Castle Grayskull, you got the White Sorceress.
Yeah, and they did. They call her the Galactic Battleground. Sorceress is what she was called in classics, I think.
Not Gandalf the White?
Yeah, no. I saw somebody talking about that sword jewel. I read a comment online. Somebody thought that the sword of protection was the beak out of her headdress, and I'm like, I don't think so.
Cool either way. But I think she looks great. I think she did a great job.
She looks fantastic. Oh, yeah. Merch.
Oh,
did anybody get any of the merch from the movies?
I didn't see the special. My theater we got a cup for Masters of the Universe, but it was on a paper cup, and they had a bucket, but it was just like stickers. on it.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot here. This is what we had here in Canada.
I think this is an issue going forward, though, because it's now become you have to go to a certain theater to get certain merchandise.
That's the bucket.
I'm not doing that.
That's the bucket that was there.
It's bad enough.
I'm gonna see if I get a photo.
It's bad enough that I gotta go to a specific store for the toy that I want. I just give me the thing I want.
Yeah.
I tell you, I would have got that bucket of Skeletor's head.
The head bucket. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. That's a whole other level of collecting that I just can't do, though.
Well, if you press his nose, it does light up.
Oh, I didn't realize
his eyes light up when you press his nose.
Didn't realize that. One thing about the cups, for sure, the He-Man one, because I picked it up.
Yeah, they had those at our theater.
The cup, the deco on it is a silicone sleeve, so it literally feels. Or my buddy Sean, he's like, "Oh, meat cup." I'm like, "Oh!" As soon as I touched it, meat cup.
Can I see it?
No.
So you can
hold it in front of your face.
feel out of real abdominal muscle.
That's kind of weird. I was gonna say,
I'll send it to you, Wes.
We've got all the merch from all the other the exclusive merch from the other theater chains. Maybe it'll be in this. What's the next one we got? Here's the Cinemark.
Get it. Never mind.
With the Castle Grayskull. This thing was like the candy holder, a drink cup, and a popcorn bucket all in one.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! Would you imagine that?
Wow.
And then there's the drink sword.
Adam made one. Adam 3D printed one of these swords.
That.
You gotta make sure that door doesn't open, or you're gonna lose all your popcorn.
I saw that, and in fact, I commented on his post today saying, "Now you have the power 40 ounces at a time." And he's like, "No, I 3D printed that." I'm like, "It's funny because you put the brakes in almost the exact same place. It looks like the drink cup."
Yeah.
It looks great, though.
And another thing that we did not see, well, obviously, because we didn't go to a Cinemark, but there is apparently a beer stein.
Oh.
Nice.
I see there.
Now that I want.
Beer stein of what?
I did not get those.
I got your message, Hazel. We did not see those.
No.
Not even. Does it a pop vinyl on the top? No, they're a
Looks
cutesy
like
little thing. Looks like a pop vinyl.
Yeah.
I wonder why we never got those up here.
Huh.
I like them, though.
Yeah.
How much did that Grayskull popcorn thing cost?
I don't know.
We got it.
What's the price on this one? This is Cinemark, so it's the. Oh, this one was US $44.95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beer stein.
Nice. I did not see that one before either.
Nice.
Yes.
The Power Sword drink cup was US $39.95.
I think I'm going to get this and bring it to Oktoberfest.
That's like a buck an ounce.
Yeah.
For that price, I want beer in it.
Yeah.
Gaz, I sent you the picture if you could show it on your phone.
All right, hold on.
Regal Cinemas got this one. This one was cool.
Mm-hmm.
This was the
that's
the
way
throne room.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I like that. It's got like little pop guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd said to Andy that if this bucket scaled with the movie Chronicle, the Chronicle figures, I would get it because it would save me from having to find someone who can 3D print the thing.
And plus all the flames light up with LEDs, right? But then they also had that light up cup.
Oh, the cup lights up.
The cup also lights up at Regal.
Now, one of the other things that came out with this, and just recently we got this, was there's a bunch of, if you've been collecting the new action figures, have you seen the Eternian glyphs?
Yes.
We've got, there's a decoder now that was given out, the Hollywood premiere?
I think so.
Yeah, so the Hollywood premiere, they gave out this, they decoded the Eternian script.
That's
the
cool.
inscription on the Power Sword says Eternia.
Yeah.
Translates as Eternia.
Now, it does read Eternia flipped over. So if you're hanging this on your wall, then it reads proper. Upside down, not so much.
I do want to get, I would love to get one of the movie swords. Now, Factory Entertainment has a license to make a prop sword, but it's like $800. Yeah, it's quite expensive.
Can we give a shout out to Corbra Lang who grabbed at RonCon the Power Swords?
Yes.
Oh my god,
he has the power.
Shout out to Corey at Corbra Lang. I tried to message Corey the other day. I messaged Corey when I was in Niagara Falls because he's just down the road, and I'm like, I'm here for the weekend. What are you doing? Never heard back from him.
Aw.
I kind of wonder if he's okay.
He's got some stuff going on at the moment. He's all right.
Okay, that's good. Good to know then. I'm glad he's okay.
Good to know. Yeah, I messaged him recently too, and no reply.
Yeah.
I want those runes to instead of saying Eternia, to have just like wash instructions. It's like, do not put in dishwasher.
All right, listen.
It just says sharp end with an arrow.
Does it say made in China on it somewhere?
All right, having gone through the cast and talked about our favorite performances, what we liked, what we didn't like. We talked about the plot. I want to take it back to the beginning, and I want to say now that we've had this discussion, does the 2026 Masters of the Universe, does it have the power, or is it going to the dungeon? What do you guys think?
It's got the power.
The power.
Yes, we all agree it does have the power.
In spades.
Before we go, if you guys got some time to hang out for a little bit more, because we're all kind of toy guys, I thought it would be kind of cool to finish this off. Andy's included a couple of extra slides here about some new releases that are coming from Mondo.
Yeah, in the 12th scale line.
Yeah. These are
we didn't even talk about Orko.
Yeah,
that's true. Orko. Well, we can talk about him right
cameo.
now.
Yeah.
Perfect cameo. Perfect amount of Orko, and a great callback to the Filmation cartoons. I was super
perfect
stoked.
bookend.
Yeah.
The perfect bookend. Would you? I like Orko as a character, and I like him not as a buffoonish character, but sort of in the middle. I would have liked, going forward, I will definitely want more of him.
Yes. And then
Sure. I mean, if he just shows up as a sting at the end, well, that's cool too. Like, that's a good utilization of Orko. So he's not overdone. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Orko. I loved his toy. I loved him in the cartoon. It was right up my alley. So I was happy to see him. If it's just that in the movies moving forward, well, that's fine too.
So these are the Mondo 1/12. So these are these are 6-inch. They're essentially miniature Hot Toys.
Yeah.
They just look amazing. And Andy, you've got an interesting story. You were able to come by the 1/12 He-Man, but you are the type of guy. So, can I tell your Temu story?
Yeah, for sure.
Andy's like, hey man, have you heard of Temu? This is when nobody knew what Temu was but Andy. And he's like, it's this thing you can go on and you can play these games and you get these points and you can get free stuff. And I was just, I looked at it and then it drove me nuts and I could never do it again. But you have the patience to do that stuff, and you have done so with
Sideshow Collectibles. Which run their Spooktober promotion every October.
And because of your diligence, your devotion to accumulating these Sideshow points, you got enough Sideshow points to get this figure.
I did.
Basically for nothing.
Essentially. I just had to pay for shipping.
Just for the cost of shipping.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
nice.
And you thought you would like to unbox it?
Yeah, I thought maybe that'd be a good
part
idea.
of the live stream. So I'm gonna take it back to you, and we're gonna go. We're gonna solo you while you tear into that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, well, already.
Here we go.
It's a giant tray.
Oh, of course it is.
Well, you're gonna need a tray.
Of course it is.
Oh, everything is like so wrapped.
How many? Really
That's
big reflection
cool.
off of that. Oh, that's cool.
No, he is wearing some sort of poncho or something.
Poncho, something or other.
Underneath his armor, but he's definitely the 2000X version.
See, I love 2000X. So
Is this taped? Or?
I don't know if it's taped or not.
I don't think so.
You need a table. There's actually a slide-out tray right here in the desk.
So there is.
There you go.
Opening.
It's happening. It's for real.
He's out.
Look at that thing.
Well, they really pack it well.
I can.
Oh, it's
I can
not a-
smell
it's-
fresh plastic from here.
It's not a thing. It's actually
Is it just a protector? Just for
protector.
the figure. It could be a coat. It's the coat now. You've told me it's a coat. It's a coat.
Okay, he's very, very well packed in here.
I didn't realize we needed tools for this.
I didn't know that either. Oh, there we go.
Oh, he looks great.
Now, does that come off?
It's behind your microphone, Andy. We all we're seeing is your microphone. There he is.
Oh, he's got fur on the boots.
Oh, there are actual fur on the boots. That's cool.
Wow.
The trunks are fur.
Oh, I see. So this is a it's foam. It's a foam thing that holds him. I see. Here, let's.
He's wearing his rain gear.
Here, let's do this.
Does he have his apple bottom jeans?
Wow.
That's cool.
There we go.
That is pretty
So
cool.
it's just a foam, sponge foam protector for the figure body. But man, he looks great. Pushing on the
Multi hands.
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm digging the foam on there because like his winter gear.
It's just a protector for
when he's
the
going
body.
up to handle some snow stuff.
His
That's when he has to ride his scooter.
What do you got?
In the rain.
You got all the weapons there.
You got the battle axe.
No, what is it? The sky cycle, right? What are those called?
Sky Sled.
Yeah, the sky sled. That's cool.
Oh.
That's cool. I was never really a fan of the power sword for 2008 He-Man, but I always thought the axe was cool.
You didn't like the power sword? Oh, I really love
I like
the
the original
redesign.
one. That's
No,
too
I don't
much.
like that one. No,
So let me tell you a little
that
story.
doesn't look. That looks like. It looks too alien, right? Because that hill.
A bit like Thundergate.
There's a bunch of. I wonder if this opens. Does this open like the?
I
No,
don't
it doesn't.
think so.
So, I'm gonna take this off solo for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody? Do you guys all watch the 2002 animated series?
I didn't.
I watched
You
not all of
should.
it.
Not everything.
You
Not
should
much
get
of
a
it.
hold of it. Get a hold of the animated series on DVD. There's a bunch of DVD extras with Mike Young and the guys who worked on the show. And so when you realize that the toy Skeletor came with a stylized version of the original Power Sword together, because in that version, 2000X was actually supposed to be a continuation of Filmation. So when Skeletor got both halves of the Power Sword, He-Man needed a new Power Sword, and this sword was made by Man-at-Arms as a technological answer to the Power Sword to be able to hold the power of Grayskull. So cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think it doesn't look as cool. That's a cool idea, but there's something about the original.
Well,
and there are certain swords that remind me of my friends now, right? So Corey and the original Power Sword, those two go hand in hand because of his Ron-Con.
Yep.
The movie sword reminds me of Adam because of his love for that movie. And now this ridiculous sword reminds me of Andy unpacking his He-Man.
Hey, he's got a sporran over his loincloth.
That's for when he travels. That's where he puts his passport when he goes to Earth.
It's a fanny pack.
What a great looking figure, though. That's an amazing figure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie. I like that a lot.
Whoops.
How are you doing there?
Good.
You good?
I'm good.
Are you bonding?
I'm bonding.
All right.
I'm gonna need scissors for those parts, but
This is a big
Well, it
deal
looks
for
cool,
you.
Andy. I'm glad you're able to score one for next to nothing.
Yeah.
Postage only.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Looking
Yeah.
figure like that, man. That's
Yeah.
cool looking figure.
oh, there we go. I'm a recovering inbox collector, so this is kind of a big deal.
It's tough, like, when you have an extensive collection.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, get
I
out
almost
there.
need a pair of scissors there. Oh, there
Aha,
you go.
got
There
it.
you go. He's free!
He's free. Oh, everything floats. The gauntlets are not
That's cool.
attached.
Oh, they're not. Okay, that's good.
They are free floating.
That's
Nice.
cool.
I can't get over the fur on the boots, though.
Fur loincloth, fur trim boots, actual fur. We'll call them Grizzlor trimmed.
No Grizzlies were hurt in the process of that's why.
No Grizzlors. That's
They're
fantastic.
they're ethically shaved.
Ethically shaved.
Donated.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking around the room. I got such a backlog here of stuff that I need to open. It's so bad.
So we're actually moving again soon. Our work moves us around every now and again. We're moving again. So I was packing up all of my stuff, which
no
I've
way.
accumulated way more stuff since we got to this location.
Okay.
Packing it all up to head to our next location. and I open up a box because I'm condensing all this stuff. And inside, I've packed in like all the Roncon stuff, like the shirts, the tag stuff, and the gremlin brain that you guys gave me. So thanks again for that. That was a tremendous gift at Roncon. Andy, you're a beautiful man. And when I see you next Roncon next year, we're hoping another Roncon.
That's going to be great. And then, of course, off to Joe Fest again, which I was told Sarge is doing the breakfast again next year.
Next year, all right.
He wanted me to tell you specifically, yes, we're doing the breakfast again next year.
There you go.
Maybe he thinks that's why I'm not going this year, because they skip breakfast.
No food, I'm not
Cecil
going.
never skips breakfast.
What a great figure. Listen, I don't want to cut anybody off, and nobody has to go, but I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight as we talked about Masters of the Universe by Travis Knight. I love the movie. I don't love it, but I like it enough to know that I want more of it, and so I'm going to support it as much as I can. And I hope for you guys watching that, if you haven't seen it already, that you will go and see it, and you'll talk about it with your friends, because that's how we get more of these made.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, does anybody have anything on the go that they want to talk about before we say goodnight? Any projects that you want people to know about? Nate, you got anything going on?
Well, I've been building lots of miniature things. I've been building sets for a play motion series I want to make. That will hopefully be able to start filming in the coming months. In the meantime, I've got some Star Wars figures to open up. I'm gonna film doing that just so that I can put something out on my channel because it's been a couple of months.
All right.
The new the Action Verse Mando Grogu toys.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Right. It was a big toy sales on it at Big W, one of our retailers over here at the moment. And I walked in and it was glorious. There was just like the big cardboard setup. There was Motu and Star Wars. As soon as you walk into the store,
he walked in and said, "I'm broke." Phil, how about you? You got anything going on?
Actually, Leona, my daughter, and I did a quick sort of Motu. It's a very simplified Motu movie review video while we were unboxing some Motu gifts that I got from a friend from Australia. So, that might be put up on the channel in the next couple of days.
Oh, that's exciting. We'll be looking for that.
Yeah, just it was good to catch up with you guys. It's been a while since we've been on a stream and just chat some Motu.
Yeah, Cecil, what's going on with you, sir?
Well, we've had a few weeks off. When Gaz and I shoot the shit, we always make sure that we're all available to do it, or no one's available to do it. So Gaz has had some time off to do live stuff, and to be honest, since the clubhouse has been in effect, it's kind of been one of those things where I only ever do something when I want to do something.
Yeah. And
all I really want to do is hang out with my buddies. So that's usually why I only ever do anything on here. So Gaz had a really good idea for a live stream, which we're hoping to do next, which I'll throw to Gaz in a minute. But one of the things that's happening this year, and we're only a little bit away from it, is I'm going on a UK trip to go and see Space Commander, and that's happening in the back end of September and through October. So we've been juggling, planning, because Adam is also going to go across there with Heather. So we're sort of planning on that, and like a mini UK Roncon with the inclusion of Space Commander. So I'm really pumped for that. But we're sort of navigating his work schedule, because he's up in the space station fighting off all the alien threats. So his work schedule and our travel schedule, we're trying to get that all aligned so that we can have a good time. And one of the things that he said was, I hope there's some toy shows and stuff that we can go to. And I'm like, buddy, I'm not traveling all that way to see toys. I'm traveling there to see a friend. All I need is a bar stool and a cold beer, and I'll be happy. But there it is.
Awesome.
But I'll throw it to you guys so
awesome.
you can let the lads know what your idea for the next shoot the shit will be.
Oh, we're gonna. I threw the topic out there. We're gonna have the definitive discussion on life in the universe. Is there life out there? Are we alone?
Wow. I just saw Disclosure Day. I would. I'm in.
If you want to join us,
yeah, you let me know when it is, and I'll make myself available for you.
That's it. Other than that, I've been just having a good time with like O-ring figures, like these guys.
Is that the new Micronauts?
Oh yes, it is.
Oh, nice. Ooh. Nice.
Glowy. I just been playing around. They're like laying around in front of my computer. They got the yellow one too.
I picked
up those other Micronauts. Like that funky one with the robots with the little twisty things.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Oh, nice.
I think I ordered the other one because I couldn't find them in the store. So
I've been late.
Did you order Wave 2 of the Monsters?
But I haven't looked at those yet. I actually just pre-ordered some of the GI Joes.
Nice.
Lady J and the Viper.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I gotta look at the monsters. I saw you guys talking about it earlier. You need some of those. Those are.
Talking about G.I. Joe, and I know you're a fan, Fatal Fluffy just got announced for an upcoming classified.
Mm-hmm.
Going to do a 6-inch Fatal Fluffy.
I think it's a con exclusive, right? It's SDC exclusive, so they'll probably do one later.
Some available at Pulse after the show.
Wait for them to release the actual figure.
We'll see.
Well, they're doing that, and then they have the shipwreck. The shipwreck scene with what's in the Crimson Guard.
The Crimson Guard girl. It's a 2-pack. There's a 4-pack coming with redecoed Snake Eyes and a G.I. Joe decoed Ferret, and then a redecoed Viper with a redecoed Flight Pod.
Mm-hmm.
But the value on it was really good.
I want the G.I. Joe classified Shabang, my favorite ninja. I don't know if there's any ninja better than that guy. He comes with the lame-ass Scarlet, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. Was it TJ? TJ Barrett. Yeah, him.
I guess if Sarge put on a ninja suit, he'd be the better one, right?
Yeah. But until then. Until that day.
I know for us, what's going on for us? This is in place of our Sunday night show. We're doing this tonight because tomorrow in our area there is a scheduled power outage, so the power company can do maintenance. So we have no show, no Fandom Power tomorrow night, no Sunday show, which actually should have been a Midlife Quest recording episode. So that means if you haven't checked out our gaming channel, Midlife Quest, head over and do that now. There's like 3 videos there in our ongoing Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Nate. It's been a lot of fun doing it. It's our 10-part Dungeons and Dragons adventure. It's the campaign is called Hold Your Fire, and yes, it is based on the 1987 Rush album of the same name, where each part of the adventure is based on one song from the record. It's a 10-parter. It's epic, and I love it.
Crazy idea just hit my head.
What's that?
Maybe we should do a streamathon, where we all play like a D&D type of game.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, we missed out on the best Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Grayskull, my friend. It was so much fun.
Motu one, right?
So here's a little thing. I'll let you in. Adam knows this, and I feel so bad because I blew my deadline. 2 years ago, I came back to G.I. Joe in a major way through the G.I. Joe role-playing game published by Renegade Studios. And I love the system that they were using so much that I took it upon myself after RonCon last year when we played a one-shot Dungeons and Grayskull. I was so thrilled with how that went that I'm like, why is there no official Masters of the Universe role-playing game? So since January, when I was in Mexico, I've been working on adapting the Essence 20 system for a Masters of the Universe role-playing game, which I'm tentatively calling The Power of Grayskull. I have a full manuscript. I'm just now formatting it into a proper PDF. And my intention was to have it done for June so that when RonCon came around, you could all have a copy of The Power of Grayskull. It's coming. I promise you, it is coming.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
And they closed that place down. It's not even a...
I know. The Games Cafe is gone.
Are we saying that we're going to have a Motu D&D game online streamathon?
We could probably do something like that. We could probably
with
do something
Fillinator?
like that.
What was the original shirt that Adam came out that had all us as Motu guys?
Oh, his what is
shirt?
it?
Yeah, what was
it's like his oh my
had
God.
you on there as Fist Story, had Fillinator, had Adam, I forget, he was man at arms or something like that.
That's awesome. It's super
Time to
cute.
punch Zazel.
And on there is Cedar.
Yeah. So
Thunder
anyway,
from Down Under.
Yeah, that was it. Yes, that was it. Yes.
that's what's going on with us. Again, special thanks to all of you guys for wanting to hang out with us tonight. Big thanks to Andy for putting all the slides together. Really appreciate that. I know you did that kind of last minute, so super thankful for you for doing that. As for us, we are back.
The big guy.
We'll be back. We'll be back next Tuesday night for our regular installment of Random Fandom with another selection of pop culture news ripped right from the headlines, whether you like them or not. And we'll be back. So listen, that's it for me, everybody. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have the rest of your weekend is wonderful. To the guys on the panel, you don't have to leave once the stream is ended if you don't want to, but you don't automatically have to log out. All right, Phil. Thanks so much,
Thanks
Phil.
for having me.
Listen, guys, have a great one. We'll talk to everybody soon. Remember,
Guys.
whatever your thing is, fan on, everybody. And for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we shall see you all on the next one. Bye for now.